Hey, everybody, come on in the room, y'all. Come on in the room, everybody. Hey, everybody. Come on in the room. Come on in the room, honey. Hey, Lily, how you doing, baby? Hey, Aisha. Hey, Soapy, my baby. Hey, SAPD. Hey, Mandisa. Hey, Poetry. Hey, come on in the room, child. Come on in the room. Hey, Lena, how you doing, baby? Hey, family of Six Rocks, how you doing, boo? Yes, if you guys are not a member, please feel free to become a member. Hit that membership button. I think it's always in the description box, or you can hit the button right now that says join. Feel free to become a member. Y'all, it's just a lot going on. I don't even know where to begin. I'm going to be addressing a few people, and then I'm going to go on to some commentary. Hey, Gracie, how you doing, baby? Now, I'm sitting up there, and I'm over there in the bushes listening. Y'all know I'm everywhere, okay? And I hear, what is her name? The Gemini lady, Gemini Visions. Ain't that her name, child? I hear her up there, and she is BP and P popping. I'm like, what is your issue? Now you want to walk your way out of it. Now you want to talk your way out of it. It's like you didn't know who the woman was. You didn't know her. I don't know. I'm this, I'm that. No, this is what happens when you're drunk out of your mind, hollering to the top of your voice. 313 Detroit. Okay. Shout out to Troy Allen because he said you're no representation of Detroit. And I don't think you are anyways. Okay. So you were over there like a damn fool yelling and co-signing Rico, who's over there drinking himself to death, a 32-year-old man that's a poor excuse for a human being. Okay. Don't nobody need to tell no jokes about your status. There's no jokes to tell about it. I just said you're simply going to die. That's it. We all got to die, but you may go first you may go before others. I'm just saying the probability, it looks like that you may go before others. So you're mentioning everybody else, dying of the sea, the COVID, I'm gonna call it that, the COVID. You talking about everybody dying of the COVID, and I'm like, you look like you about to drop dead any minute now. So why you worried about who else is gonna do it? See, they don't like this type of teaching, y'all. They don't like it. They don't like this type of teaching. I don't know why, because you can dish it, but you can't take it. Hey, LaWanda, how you doing? Hey, everybody, come on in the room, child. I'm like, what is he talking about? So she's up there trying to backpedal somehow. Oh no, the fact is, and they kept asking you, you dummy, you need to stop drinking. You really do. This is a problem I have with all of Rico's people that egg him on, that support the simple behavior, because they too are self-destructive. They're addicts and alcoholics is usually what they are. That's why they support the behavior. There's nobody else. There's no one else. Now, I want to know, do y'all know, was she the Gemini that would always be in there supporting ZX? Is that the drunk Gemini girl that would always be over there supporting ZX? I need to know that. Anyway, hey, living my best life, my baby. How you doing, boo? So I'm just saying, she was up there. She was asked a specific question. You sat up there on that panel and you said, I want to get that. Can anybody give me a time? Can somebody do me a clip? Who does clips? I need a clip of her on that panel saying, I thought it was funny. I watched the video and I laughed. That's what she said. I watched the video and I laughed is what she said. She didn't say anything. She seen the incident and she laughed. So now she's not owning up to it. She's like, well, the beginning, no. You said you laughed. What was there to laugh at in that video? There wasn't a damn thing funny, you idiot. What was funny? Now Brian has since taken down the video. Y'all know we're talking about Newbie who, she had the illness or whatever, and she had, I don't know if it was a seizure or was it epilepsy, but she had one of those. I don't know which one it was, but she had one of those on camera. And so Brian said that he recorded it from the original videos, what he said. Okay. People are saying that he got it from Grish because Grish posted it first. Grish is saying that she posted, the only reason why she posted it was to notify people, to notify, I don't know, the authorities or her family or something. That's what Grish is saying. People were in the chat saying they're not buying it. They don't believe that, yada, 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 we all know Grish is a doxer. She'll dox anybody for no reason at all. She don't even have to know you. Now, she did that to Yusuf. Yusuf praises her just because he asked her to take his doxing down, and because she didn't even know him, and he's saying she did. So he has high praises for her. Well, that's on you, because she's not to be praising when she's lying on you with all these other things. But I'm just saying, she don't know people, but she would go up against people just for the sake of doing it to be accepted with lies and misinformation most of the time. Okay. But with Rico's, she did nail that on spot. And that's why he's mad. So Rico has to hop up there pretending like he's in every damn thing. He has to hop up there and he has to talk about, oh, well, they talked about my status and they talked about this. Who cares? You shouldn't be acting out. I'm going to continue to talk about it until the day I said that you drop and leave this earth. That's it. Unless I go first. Okay? Period. And everybody else will too. So it doesn't matter what you're saying. Hey, Messy Blog, how you doing, baby? It's just ridiculous. And my thing is this, all you had to do was own it. You sat up there and you were, I don't know what you were doing. I don't know if you were drunk, Gemini. This is why I say, you alcoholics, you need to go to some type of rehab. Really, because it's not looking good for you. It really is not. Now you're sitting up there, you don't know what you're saying. You're talking around and around in circles. People are dragging you in the chat. She just looks like a complete damn fool. You have a picture of 3 people up there. So hopefully you the main one talking about you don't want to be doxxed, but you the main one up on the panel talking all this mess. See what I'm saying? You the main one hopping up on a damn panel talking mess, but you don't want to be doxxed. That's very interesting to me. Very interesting. Don't y'all find that very interesting? Hey, NYW. Don't y'all find that very interesting? I find it very interesting, Lena. Very interesting, Soapy. Hey, Ronnie Q. I find it very interesting. I'm like, really? You have so much damn talk and so much mess to talk about. Like a damn fool. Like a complete fool. Okay, epilepsy is a seizure disorder. However, all seizures do not mean you have epilepsy. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Ronnie Q. So I'm just like, what the hell is going on? So they're over there and everything. And then Rico, of course, he has to go on there and he has to make it about him. And he's drinking for his birthday. That's nothing new, Rico. You're drinking by yourself for your birthday, as you did last year, the year before, and the year after. Okay. Rico, it's nobody's fault that people have died in your family. May they rest in peace. Okay. You, Rico, are special. You have not gotten over Aaliyah. How long has Aaliyah been dead, Rico? You're special. You have not gotten over Aaliyah's death. You constantly play her music over and over again. You have a mental condition. Now, I understand, Princess, what was it, Princess? Or no, what was her name? Child, what was her name? The one that passed away. He was crying about her. Sparkle. Sparkle's been dead. Yes, we know she's dead. Okay, may she rest in peace. I too have lost a lot of people, Rico. No one's drinking themselves into an oblivion like you. Okay. No one is self-destructing like you. No one's threatening to bite people and give them diseases like you that can kill them. Nobody's threatening to hit somebody over the head with a bottle. See, no one's threatening to do all that but you. No one is out there punching a cat, picking up someone's cat, stealing it, and punching it because it wants to go home. No one's doing that but you. No one has roaches running all up and down their walls but you. So I don't feel sorry for you. I never will. No one is out going to the store. You don't have enough money to buy a can of beer, but you want somebody to give you or to comp you 5 cents or even 10 cents. No one's doing that but you. See what I'm saying? No one moves to New York City with no money but you. No one has an assault case and you're steady threatening people after you have had one where you already strangled a guy. Strangulation now. Then you have another one for this actual contact. And it's a misdemeanor, but you have the actual contact charge coming up. Then you're threatening more people online. All you do is hurl threats. That's all you do. And you look like a damn fool up there and you think it's cute because ignorant people like Gemini is up there cheering you on. And I don't understand the point of it. Thank you, Aisha. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. And it's like, it don't make no sense. So I'm like, where does he get this from? Like, what is the purpose and point? I don't understand it. You look like a complete damn fool. So he's going on and on, y'all, on and on. And I'm like, no one's caring. And he says the same thing over and over again. And I'm going to tell you this for the last time because I'm sick of you. It's 2022. No one is jealous of you because you have talent. You have no talent. You use people's musics. You bash it up. You mash it. That's all you do. What is original about that? You haven't made up the music. You haven't added any memes to it or anything. There's no talent. What talent do you have? People need to stop lying to you, telling you that you are very talented because you're not. Period. I don't understand why they keep lying to him. There's no talent there. You can't, if you were talented, you would be making a way so that you can make money off of it. But you're not doing it. You're not thinking of a way you can make money off of it. You're just being stupid. That's all you're doing is being stupid. And you're whining and about everything all day, every day, about anything anybody's ever done. Oh, the whole sector is against you. Woe is me. No, it's just the fact that you're an alcoholic and you're blaming everybody else. Okay? You're blaming everybody for any and everything. Why? Because alcoholics do not own up to responsibility. And you don't do that, Rico. You don't own up to your responsibility. That's why you're in the situation you're in. That's why you're a bum at 32. You were a bum at 30. You were a bum at 28. You probably more than likely have been a bum over half of your life already. Period. And you expect to get some respect, you get none. And you keep talking about James, you're sick. He's not even thinking about you. Thinking about you. And then this stupid troll page over there is really going crazy. There's a stupid troll page called Kiva's Running Ish. And I think I know who that is. That person is psycho. That person is constantly going down the whole chat with James' name in there. I'm like, are you retarded? Are you retarded? You need to get a life. Because no one is over there thinking about James. You running down the whole damn chat talking about that. I was like, are they okay? I was just blocking. I was blocking left and right. I could not help it. I was like, bloop, 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 bloop. I was just blocking. I was like, you're ridiculous. You sound stupid and no one's falling for your mess or your shenanigans. So STFU. I was like, whatever, just going down the whole chat acting like a complete idiot. Make it make sense, y'all. Hey, Laurie. They don't like this type of teaching, y'all. They don't like this type of teaching. I'm just like, what is the problem? What is the whole problem, babies? I don't get it, y'all. It's just a lot going on. So, anyways, I was over there listening to that. And then now let me ask y'all something. Is Viewers of View homeless still? Is Viewers of View still homeless? That's what I need to know. You were blocking too soap? Exactly. I need to know. Viewers of View, why are you even addressing me? Hey, Miss Cap, how you doing, baby? You blocked 50 people this weekend. It is fun, isn't it? Oh, yes, great. I love it. I love it, Miss Cap. So I was over there and I'm like, why in the hell when I was on Jay Wilson's? And I thought, are you still homeless? First of all, Pissy Pam, you have been the embarrassment of YouTube. You have pissed on yourself. You have been dragged to Vegas with no money. You have been dragging yourself all and through the East Coast with no money, living from pillar to post, living in your car, living in a storage. You did this, not me, online. You have slept in your car. You have not showered, not brushed your teeth, woke up, had emotional breakdown on the highway, and everything, freaked totally out, all belligerent, fell asleep on the phone drunk. You have done all this stuff, not me, but you. And you looking like a complete fool talking about me. You have no room to talk about me. You need to get your life together. You don't want to talk about you in school at 60. Is that my fault? It's not my fault. You in school at 60, kudos. Congratulations to you, boo. Congratulations. Don't address me ever, ho. If somebody say my name, don't address me ever. I don't even talk to your flip-flopping ass. You stay flip-flopping, going back in and out of stuff, steady talking about stuff, in and out, just completely belligerent. You're not even noticed anywhere. No one's noticing you. No one's looking for you. Go color in a damn coloring book. Get Tom and Jerry and color, okay? Moving right along. Next one. See what I'm saying? They love it. If they like it, I love it, baby. She needs to get a damn life, okay? Get a life in a hurry because Tracy ain't what you want, baby. I'm way ahead of you on this, okay? You way back there in the backyards and the of Pawtucket down home, Knoxville or some child. Okay? Leave me alone. I don't know you. And if I was to ever see you, I would walk past you like I didn't know you. Because truth be told, you look like you stank. So I don't know why you worried about Tracy. Which brings me to Miss Sharon. I'm going in because they should have left me alone. Leave me alone. Sharon Marie. Miss Sharon Marie. Let me tell you what's going on with Sharon Marie. Sharon Marie is a psychotic idiot. She got mad at Jay Wilson because of some prayer cloths, okay, that Vivian neglected to send her. Okay. She was up there on Jay Wilson's panel talking about she never got them. Vivian lied and said they were sitting. Well, maybe I don't know if she lied, but she claimed that they were sitting there. Vivian said that she had been waiting because her mom was sick. And she was looking at them every day and she just was looking at them and she just didn't send them for whatever reason because her mom had been sick and whatever. I don't know. So that's what that was. Okay. So she is upset because nobody is agreeing with her mess. So she's over there getting mad at Tracy, baby. She's over there getting mad at Tracy. And I'm like, what are you doing? Who cares about you? Who cares about you? Why are you over there doing the most? No one is caring about you, honey. No one is caring about you. Okay. And it just makes no sense, y'all. I'm like, what is really happening? So she's over there doing the most and she's talking about it today. She can't get over it. I'm like, now she said she heard voices. If somebody's telling you that they heard voices, you're the one get online looking like you're an aviator. Okay. You get online looking like you're an aviator with that damn hoodie on. Okay, with 3 sweaters, a dress underneath, and all them clothes. I'm like, do you have any heat? Because you all bungled up looking like you about to go on a snow trip inside your house, but you worried about Tracy. See, you worried about the wrong thing. Ooh, they mad, baby. They mad. I'm on their ad. Ooh, I'm on their ad. You know I'm on it. I'm on it, baby. I'm on it. Keep on coming because they're gonna shoot you down every time you come. Keep on coming. So my thing is this. They're crazy, y'all. What is wrong with them? So then she tried to talk about F you, Tracy, or something about combing hair. Let me tell you something. Look, it don't matter if I comb my hair or not, you old bat. Sharon Marie, Miss Sharon Marie, you are loony lady. No one is noticing you. You're a downright joke. You're a lunatic. You keep hopping around on panels talking about Vivian and Jay Wilson. Nobody gives a damn. Okay. You're not an aviator. Stop popping your head on camera. I'm happy you threw that prayer cloth up there because it looked way better than your face looked. Period. Okay. So while you're talking about combing hair and everything else, you need to worry about your whole fat face up in that camera that nobody wants to see. That's a problem. You need to worry about you expecting for Vivian to sell you some damn land when all you did was ask for prayer cloths. See what I'm saying? Prayer cloths and land. She's telling you about land and you invite yourself on and to be in on a business deal with her. What? She's not selling you anything. It was prayer cloths, you idiot. See, you got it twisted. You talking all off onto something else, and that's the least I could have said to you. Okay, was that you didn't? The voices you heard was not God. You come on there talking about you heard voices, and you think I'm supposed to say, "Oh, it's God." God is not talking to you. No, those are delusional voices that you have in your own head, in your own mind, because of the F-ish that you done to people. Nobody's caring if you have you talking about you just got a job. Do you think anybody believed you in that chat? I just got a job with this company and it's a well-known company and no one cared, Sharon Marie. No one gives a damn. Stop trying to make these folks care about you. You don't know these folks. You don't know these folks. Are you okay? Y'all, something is wrong with them. You do not know these people. Why do these people why do you think that these people care about you? They don't know you and they don't need to know you. No one is caring. This is not a regular church where you go in and have a testimony. You interrupt the whole damn stream. We're talking about newbieology and you over here talking about, oh, I have a praise report. The doors of the damn church are not always open for you. Some people need to stay and linger on the back end. Some people need to linger out in the parking lot. You don't need to be coming in with your stupid, dumb, idiotic statements that you make. No one's caring. Hey, Gerard. The last time she was there, she said she got a new job. Oh my God, did she? She must have got fired then. Hey, Yamang. How you doing, my baby? Hey, Tabby. It's just crazy. I'm just saying real quick, Miss Kev. It's just crazy. I'm like, this woman has gone through. I don't know what's wrong with these folks. I really think that something is going on with their minds. Because honestly, I think Gemini, Sharon Marie, was it Gemini and Sharon Marie? Those two sound like they're related. Gemini, Sharon Marie, and who else? Yeah, they sound like they're related, both of them. I was like, they're related. They have to be. Because they both sound off like hell. They just sound off and crazy. The two crazies were out tonight. I'm like, that is ridiculous. And she's steady thinking people want to be serious and people want to, go ahead and hear and celebrate any type of goodness she has to say when nobody's believing that mess. No one is believing the mess. Hey, just read. And she's steady going on and on. It makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy as hell. But yet people want to run around here talking about being doxxed and being doxxed. And let me tell you something, Gemini. Mark my words. You run around here talking about people doxing, you probably will be the next one up. Because usually that's the pattern that happens. Y'all remember when it was said before? People kept saying, oh no, I don't want to be doxed, and I don't want to be doxed, and I don't want to be doxed, and da, 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 da. Well, then shut up. Shut up. Period. That's all you got to do is shut up. But no, you got a big mouth just like they did, and you keep talking. So I'm pretty sure you will be. So I want you to keep on talking and keep on going up there condoning mess. Keep going up there. Keep hopping up on panels condoning mess. Now, the fact is that you went up there and said that you laughed at that video that Brian made, and you know wasn't a damn thing funny in that video, and then you try to backpedal out of it because you got that work from everybody. Now you want to take it back. No, boo, you'd already been cussed the hell out, okay, dragged and everything else. You would think you'd have had enough. Some people, that's why I tell y'all, that's why she ain't got her picture up there. I can only imagine how she looked. She probably done fell off 10 flights of stairs and every damn thing else. No wonder she think everything's a joke. I guarantee you she probably got 1 tooth in the top and 3 on the bottom. Okay? I just cannot. I'm not going there. It just makes no sense, y'all. I'm like, what is wrong with these folks? There's nothing funny about that. Now, Brian, as a content creator, he did what he did. Thank God, he took it down. I didn't come on here telling him what to do because my panel is not his panel. So I don't have a right to do that. But the fact is, I can address any ignorant person that's on there agreeing with mess. She said, but I thought it was funny myself. I thought it would be funny if you had a heart attack online. What would you think about that, Gemini? What would you think about that? If you had a heart attack online while you're sitting up there drunk like a fool, kikiing and cacaing, because you sound like that you're gasping for air. So you sound like you're not in the best shape. So, but anywho, I'm just saying anything can happen to you while you're trying to talk mess. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. I'm like, just cry me a river. And then you have Rico up there, and you know good and damn well. So you laughing about now. You laughing about now, but you'll be crying later because you always on there crying because you're miserable and lonely. And as the years go by, you're going to continue to be miserable and lonely. No one is going to deal with your mess, Rico. You have nothing to offer anybody. You have nothing in life. You're a poor excuse for a human being. You are a failure in life, Rico. I just want you to understand that. You have failed epically, and I will forever bash you for status and any damn thing else that I want to bash you for. I will do it gladly, and I will stand before the Congress, okay? I will stand before Congress and the president and bash you forever for status and everything else, period. Because you're trash. That's all it is to it. Get into it. Oh, she's a dizzy one. She's a dizzy, boisterous one. That's why I'm like, oh, she's psychotic. Yeah, her liver, you can already tell her liver's probably gone already. Kidneys on their way, liver's next. Just gone. Just gone. Okay, just way out there on another plantation. Everybody was like, what is she talking about? And she was just going on talking, and she was just trying to backpedal. Well, she said, well, this is what she said. She said, well, I just thought, why, when I was over there, I just thought, how come everybody else, if he was the only one that posted it, then I didn't see anything wrong with it. Okay. She said, then she came to Pizarro's and said, well, I didn't even know that other people had posted. She goes, so then why are people upset if other people posted it? I'm like, what? Like, she made no sense whatsoever. No sense. None. I hope, and see, she won't watch it, but I hope she rewatches that to see how much of an idiot she looked on there. While she's over here calling other people, trying to minimize other people's perceptions on everything. No, baby, you did the most. And you on there looking like a complete damn fool, period. Couldn't even explain her damn self. Just completely belligerent drunk. And she's shouting out Detroit. Child, please. I would not, okay? If the way you represent, you should have just shut up. Because I don't know why you chose to shout it out with Rico. You and Rico give Detroit the worst name ever. Okay? It's always the loudest, boisterous ones that want to talk about where they're from. That's a complete menace of society. They the main ones, baby. Oh, I'm from here. Oh, I'm from there. Oh, I'm sure you are. Hey, Misty. I'm sure they are. Hey, Brick Girl. You claim Detroit, but does Detroit claim you? I doubt it very seriously. We know they don't claim Rico. with his abusive, assaulting, nasty, stanking arse. Mm-hmm. We know that already. So he already, you know what leads him? You know what basically he thinks back when he thinks of Detroit? He thinks of him tricking on a corner, contracting any and every type of BD that he can get. That's what he relates back to Detroit. And you over there shouting out like a complete bald-headed fool. And Sharon Marie, you steady online. You, Lord knows, you don't need to be drinking. You online like you ready to take aviation lessons, and you trying to talk about somebody. Baby, my house is clean. From what I've seen in your house, you can't talk about nobody's house. My house is clean, baby. You ain't seen my house, you raggedy, ugly, stinking, funky whore. You haven't seen a damn thing over here. You over there looking like a old husky grizzly bear. Okay? You over there looking like a grizzly bear waiting for somebody to come along and I guess whisk you off your feet. No, they need to come along and put you out of your misery. That's what they need to do. Because you over there in that shack looking like a complete fool. But you trying to talk about every damn body else. I don't think so, Miss Sharon Marie, honey. So you got me effed up. See what I'm saying? You do. You do, Miss Sharon Marie. So Sharon Marie, I don't know who you're trying to joke around with. I don't know who you're trying to say you got custody of. But just stop lying and hopping on panel, Sharon Marie. Okay? Get your life together, boo. Okay? You probably are bald. That's why you keep putting on that Eskimo hat. Nobody wants to see you like that. Okay? No one has any type of interest in you at all. Okay? You're a psychotic old bat. And that's what it is. And you're mad at everybody else. That's what it is. It's always you older, not necessarily old, but you're like my age, but you sound like you're 20 years older. It's always you raggedy ass. I'm trying not to cuss. It's always you that want to try and come for me. And I'm like, excuse me, no. And I call you out on your mess and you get pissed off and you get butthurt. That's all it is. And see, we already know that View is a drunk. We already know she's a complete pissy drunk. It's always the ones that are drunks that come at me. I don't know what the problem is. It's not my fault. Nobody made you hit the bottle at 5 years old. Nobody told y'all's mammies to put alcohol in your damn baby bottle instead of giving you milk and water. Nobody told your mammy to choose alcohol as a babysitter, okay? But you're mad at me and everybody else. I don't think so. I'm not going. So you just need to chill out because you're not even in my category. You're not even on my caliber or anything like that, okay? View has been on this damn YouTube streets for how long and you have a failing channel? This old rooster-faced crow has a damn channel. She's been on here forever and it's still failing. And she's trying to come for some damn body. Child, I could not. Okay? I cannot. Just looking damn ridiculous. Snowbella, she done been on here longer than 5 years, baby. You done been on here for like 10 plus years, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm just like, what the hell is the problem? What's really going on? It's a lot going on, baby. It's a lot going on. Still a failure, child. Still a failure. And she wants to come and talk about me. I don't think so, honey. You don't want to have to hop on leaks to be relevant. Not me, boo. You do. Looking like a whole scarecrow out here. Anyways, moving right along. So y'all, I happen to go on over to, and I was looking at my people that report on Bigo or whatever. So 21 Bad Beach got into an argument with her girlfriend about her boots. She was telling her girlfriend she didn't like the way that the lady did her hair. And then she was like, well, I don't like your boots. And she cussed her out because she didn't like her boots. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So then she was cussing out the people, telling them that her girlfriend didn't want to F them and they were all fat bees and everything else online. And I'm like, Lord help me. Okay. Hmm. And then it was wild, child. I was like, no, 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 no. It was funny. Now that's the one that says she's a girlfriend slash manager, right? That's her. So then we went along and we have Leah. Leah is gone crazy. Okay. Leah is over there. Leah was the one that got put out. She was staying with Netta. Was it Netta? What was her name, child? I'm trying to think of that girl's name. It's not Netta. What is that girl's name that used to be with TKO Capone? What was her name? What was her name, y'all? That girl, but she was living with her. Remember? Hey, Trisha, how you doing, baby? Yetta. Yes, thank you, Gerard. Yetta, yeah. So after Yetta put her out and everything, some woman had convinced her to leave. Now, if this is the one that was on there that was coaxing her, saying "F that B" and all this and all that, well, baby, she was on there cussing her the hell out, and I'm like, what? What? She was on there cussing her the hell out. I'm like, this woman just stood up for you, and you're over there cussing her the hell out for what? For what? I don't understand for what. It makes no sense. So Leah is all now. Leah, I don't know what's going on with her eyelashes. I really don't know what's going on with her lips. Her lips are as black as a street. But you know who I blame? Let me tell you who I blame. I blame her mother. And I'm going to tell you why. That mother sat up there and let Leah bring all this destruction to her home. She sat up there and let her lay up without a job, smoking trees 24/7 all day, every day, yelling to the top of her voice in her home. She dealt with all this stuff. She dealt with people showing up at her home because of Leah and all this other stuff. Leah didn't want to get a job and work. She didn't want to do that. Mm-mm. Because the mom never instilled that in her. She's a spoiled little brat that gets everything her way, and she feels like everybody owes her everything. Don't nobody owe her nothing. Leah did things for content storylines, but she looked crazy. Living my best life. No, I didn't see Triple cuss out Kimmy. Why did he cuss her out? Is it? I mean, if he cussed her out because he had a reason for it, it's different. Or did he cuss her out based on the fact that everybody else don't like her? That's my thing. Did he cuss her out? What reason did he cuss her out for? Uh huh. I just want to know. The people want to know. He put Leah out many times. She did. Yes, she put her out many times. But the thing, I don't understand why she keeps letting her go back. She's enabling her. And now this girl looks old. This girl could be a pretty girl. She could be a pretty girl. This girl, all she do is smoke 24/7, rant and rave on YouTube. I mean, on Bigo. That's all she does. She looks like a complete waste. And she's over there yelling, cussing out everybody. And I don't need you. And talking about she's leaving. And because I guess she can't even log on to Bigo. I guess she got banned on Bigo or something. So she's talking about she's going to that other, whatever, that other link that they have. I forgot what it's called. Is it Jinx or whatever? I don't know. But she says she's going over there to the other app. And I'm like, bye. Bye. Hey, the mayor, how you doing, baby? I'm like, bye. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy as hell. I'm like, what is going on with folks? Exactly, Gerard. Now, she was on there cussing out this guy, calling him the F word and everything, okay? Miko, that's right. She was going to Miko. Thank you, Gerard. Yes, Gerard be knowing. Yes, baby. Yeah, now she did sleep with a lot. See, I don't understand how she's sleeping with all these people. Is she okay? Like, why is she sleeping with all these people? She's weird. Y'all, something is wrong with these folks. I'm serious. Something is really wrong. Did she really think it was going to work out? But yes, she's online cursing out, this guy, calling him the F word and everything else. And then she's like, F Cherry, was it Cherry the Bomb and all this? And I'm like, what? What? Child, I cannot. Okay. I'm like, what? I thought they were all just friends. I don't know what happened, but they apparently had all fell out. Did she really sleep with Pastor P? I thought she did. Did they really admit that she? Did she really say she did that? I think she did. So he told that she actually did, Gerard. Is that what happened? Greedy. Yeah, greedy. And this, what's that guy's name? She called his name. What was his name? It was some other name she called. I can't think of the name that she was talking about. Ooh, child. So she slept with Pastor P. Oh my God. Oh my God, y'all. Ooh. Ooh. And he had a wife. Isn't he into polygamy? Didn't he have a wife, if I'm not mistaken? He flew her to another location. Oh, child. Oh, ooh, child. Mm-mm. Oh my God. Are we talking about triple red? The mayor said triple is always getting his feelings and cussing out females. No, there's three triples though, the mayor. I think they're talking about triple red X. That's from our beef sector. Then there's my, so I like, of course, triple red X, and there's a triple L, then there's a triple darkness. So there's three different triples. I think you're talking about the other triple that we're not talking about, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, Muffy, my baby, how you doing, boo? Pastor P has a girlfriend. I don't. He isn't really married. Child. All he do is sit there and hate on people that get females. That's all he do. But you know what? I thought he was gay. I really did think he was gay. I know that's who you thought they was talking about. Nah, babes. It's okay, the mayor. Yeah, I said, let me clear that because there's three of them. Yeah. But it's a lot going on, child. I'm telling y'all, it is a lot going on, okay? A lot. Now, people were mad at Trish. Let me ask y'all something. How many people think that Trish was in error? Who thinks that Trish was at fault for posting, or no, well, okay. Who thinks that Trish was at fault for sharing the video? To me, I don't even think that's really relevant. Because as soon as she noticed her mistake, she took it down. But let me ask y'all this. Who really thinks that Grish knew what was going on? Who thinks that Grish knew what was going on, and what she was doing it out of spite when she posted that video? Who thinks that Grish just posted that video because she knew what she was doing when she did it? Press 1. If you think that it was just simply a mistake that Grish made when she did that, press 2. Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody. Exactly. Okay, so yeah, so many people are saying 1, yeah. Yeah, so many of y'all are saying she knew. And it's just because of her history. That's why I felt like she knew. And I felt like she would lie to back herself out of it. That's what I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Now, is it expected? Yeah. I mean, I expected it from her. I mean, she did stuff on other people. She lied on me, all this other stuff. Now she's claiming she's pressing charges on Rico. But the problem is this. This is what she said. She was on there and she said that Rico needs to worry about him being handcuffed, right? That's what she said. He needs to worry about him being handcuffed. Okay. And I'm like, she said that, and then she said like she had already, pressed charges on him or whatever, okay, for the threats that he had made on her. But then in the same video, she came back and said, well, I haven't posted anything on you yet, but I will. And I'm like, wait a minute, what? Didn't you just say that you had already filed charges on him? And then the same video. See, this is what I'm saying. Some of these people have no clue, none whatsoever. But she sat up there and contradicted herself through the whole thing. You said Grish needs to get a job, child. SAPD or wants to be one. I believe it. I believe it, baby. I absolutely believe it, boo. Just doing the most, baby. Okay. Exactly. Mandisa said all she had to do to post was a message on her wall to find newbies' friends to get in touch with her family. Exactly. It didn't make no sense. Hey, Droid girl, people need to get on Clapper. You can what? You can curse. You mean curse all you want. I'm on there. Just got monetized on Clapper. Really? What is Clapper about, babe? I never heard of that one. Clapper. I've never heard of that one. Child, it's a lot going on. When I tell y'all it is a lot going on, it's a lot going on. Okay. Oh, and then I was on Nikki's panel, on her panel, but I was in her chat. And Nikki had the daughter of the Seas over there. And she's really nice. She was like talking about when she used to be with ZX and everything. And she confirmed how everything went south and he changed and everything just went to darkness and all that. And I was like, wow. So they pretty much have the same story there. Now, she was saying that she would, I guess she wasn't co-signed to what he was doing. So he just, I guess started talking about her and cussing her out and everything else, child. I'm like, oh, that's what he does all the time. And then she was saying how he always said that everybody wanted him and all this. Of course, that's his MO. That's his MO. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that is his MO 24/7 straight up. That's his MO, baby. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Hey, Aries, how you doing, baby? Wait, what do you talk about? SAPD said clap on, clap off. Bree has one. What do you mean, SAPD? She has what? Oh, does she? I didn't know she knew Sweet Mom. Yeah, but Droid, you can go on and people send you money, but what is the point? I mean, what do you do? Like, what is it? Do you have to be in a group of people or do you just go on talking? Like, I don't understand. Hey, Diane, how you doing, baby? Oh, it's a joke. Oh, Lord, I'm all serious. I'm in a serious mode. I'm sorry, live my best life, child. Y'all know I'm serious. When I get to like telling on these folks, I'm like, just stop, because when they try and play in your face, I don't like that. Stop trying to play in our faces. With that, with that mess about, oh, she told me, oh, I just went up there to laugh. Oh yeah, I just laughed. I thought it was funny. No, it wasn't nothing funny about having a seizure. You idiot. Nothing was funny, Gemini. What's funny is going to be when you have cirrhosis of the liver. That's what's going to be funny. Oh, okay. Yes, babe. Got you. Child, I cannot. Y'all are crazy. I just got it. Y'all are crazy. See what I'm saying? I can't with y'all. Y'all are so bad. Y'all, it's just ridiculous. I'm like, what is wrong with folks? They just keep doing the most, and doing the most. Come on now. Stop. Stop, and stop, child. Okay. Now, I was trying to catch another one that I've been catching up on, y'all, is the lady that I've been trying to figure out what's going on. Y'all know I'm nosy. I've been trying to figure out what's going on. So I was over there listening to, what is her name? Miss Mo? Is that her name? Miss Mo? I was listening and she was giving some history um on my baby diet. And I was like, what is she? And the woman, I mean, she was like, addressing issues. And I'm like, God, they have deep issues. Now that was like way before me, whatever, but it's just interesting to hear people's points of views. That's all I do is hear people's points of views. And so I was just listening to the replays or whatever. And I'm listening at her and I'm like, wow. Cause I was like, what, where do their beefs come from? You just wonder where people's beefs come from. So child, it was just a lot, honey. Hey, Chanel, how you doing, baby? But it was interesting because so Nikki was over there and they finally had some peace and to talk about what was going on. And she was saying, Dots was saying that she felt that a lot of the women were mad at her, I guess because she left from over there. Well, it kind of goes hand in hand. So I'm glad that they worked it out and was able to talk about it, because she said that she's always like Nikki, and for the most part. So I'm like, that's cool. Hey, Focus, how you doing, baby? Yes, at Tracy, the white lady. I listened to her also. And I love diet. Yes, a focus. I do too. I was just listening to her and I'm like, wow. But I got to go back and finish listening because I think somebody went live and I had to leave at that time. But I was really listening. I was like, it's pretty wild. Mm-hmm. It's pretty wild. And then she was saying that she was addressing Ma Diva, and she was like, Miss O, the Miss O lady or whatever, or is it Mo lady? Mo lady, the Mo lady, Mo. And she was like, yeah, that she last time she thought that her and Ma Diva were fine and all this and all that. And I was like, oh Lord. Yeah, she was talking. It's a lot going on, child. When I tell you it's a lot going on. Now, Food Junkie the other day, he was mad at Jay Wilson. And I was like, oh, child, because he told Jay Wilson, why does Jay Wilson keep going live talking about it? He was like, if he says that he's busy and he's this and that, he just has to come live so many times a day to talk about the whole situation with Newbie. And I'm like, well, everybody's, you have a right. It's your platform, is my thought. But I see what Food Junkie was saying because that's his, he doesn't want this to be made a mockery. But every little thing is sad to say is content on YouTube. And there's no win-win with it because, we can't tell anybody what to do on their platforms. We can't tell anybody what to talk about, what not to talk about. Leave this alone, leave that alone. You can't. We can only control what we do. So Food Junkie was saying, how come, he was saying that, I guess that he was saying that Jay Wilson was using it for a coin. Just to come on and say, y'all, we need to leave this alone or whatever. I was in his chat. I think it was yesterday he did that video. And Jay Wilson said, he just comes on here. He comes on for it is what it is. He makes his coin and he leaves. And that's all it is to it, So, so a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people are doing all these comparisons. I see that now. They're like, well, no, everybody's done F-ish on these YouTube streets. People need to stop saying they didn't do this, they didn't do that, they didn't do this, they didn't do that. Because if you co-sign somebody that was dragging somebody for any type of illness or whatever, that's the same as you basically talking about them, and we all know that. We know that Uncle Tim and Jay Wilson have gone back and forth. And Uncle Tim was talking about that too, how, about just people, in general, like making fun of people or whatever. He's always said that about the statuses and stuff like that. But, we had a situation with him and Jay Wilson. They went toe to toe. And of course, they're talking about, like life choices and stuff, and then Jay Wilson's told him, a lot of times that he felt like he shouldn't have, that he would be in a better situation if he didn't choose the route he went and all this other stuff. Okay. Now that is a vague thing because we all know, he's like, your life choices were not my life choices. So that's the thing, and they pretty much dragged each other for everything. Now, though neither one, well, he hasn't came out and said anything about his status or anything, but still, people talk about people in direct ways, but it is what it is. But people try to pretend like that. Oh, I don't know why people are we in just a world that people compare themselves to people? Why do people have to be in competition? Why do you have to compare yourself? A lot of people are here comparing themselves. Oh, well, I'm like this, or I'm like this, or all I did was this. No, I will say I will drag from the cradle to the grave unapologetically. If I don't like you, there's no boundary on anything, really. And if you come for me unprovoked and I haven't done nothing to you, that's even worse. That's my thought. You know what I'm saying? Insecurity, you said? That's my thought. I'm just like, whatever. But it was a good panel that he had on there, tonight, basically. And, it was a lot. It was just a lot because people are giving all their thoughts and this and that. And like I said, hey, Joanna, how you doing, baby? The fact of anybody else being dragged or anything like that, or anybody being doxxed has nothing to do with this situation. It has nothing to do with this person. She is a content creator. She's not just a subscriber. That's another thing that people are getting it confused at. This woman did nothing to anybody. Okay? And I'm not saying, oh, Brian, I felt that you should have took this down. You need to take it down sooner. You should have never done that, blah, blah, blah. That's his channel. He did it. That's his channel. But I was hurt for Newbie, and I'm still hurt for Newbie because she had to see herself in that situation. And she had never seen herself before, and God forbid if her kids see it. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me ask y'all this. The people that do suffer from seizures, do y'all know anything about, because some people were saying that that you can't smoke when you have seizures. Did that have anything to do with it? I saw somebody was saying that they said that she was smoking before and you're not supposed to smoke with seizures. And I'm like, you're not? Like, I had never heard of that. Not that that's an excuse, but I'm just saying that, did y'all hear about that? Or did y'all think that that's true? Chow, 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 chow. Chow. I never heard that either. That's what somebody was saying, child. Chanel said, my cousin smoked, but it was just something that happened. Oh, okay. See, I don't think there's any, and I know if it's some seizures, like there's no cure for it. There's really no cure for a lot of them, they say. Maybe because you can burn the house down. Oh my God, Lawanda, I cannot. Lawanda, I cannot with Lawanda. Cigarettes, Laurie? Child. I don't know, but it's a lot going on. I'm trying to tell y'all. So, anyways, basically that's what we dealt with the whole day. Five Babe is over there still in her own little crazy delusional world. Okay, no one's caring. We're not going. She's trying to backpedal and pop. We know what it is. Rita did a skit today on Daughter Here, and baby, it was epic. How many people was in Rita's live? Press one if y'all was in Rita's live when she did that skit on Daughter Here. That was funny as hell, y'all. Rita is hilarious. Oh my God. Rita had the glasses on, and I'd be damned if she only had one leg, one what do you call it? One little like the glasses were broke. I'm like, can you go get some glasses, daughter? One side of her glasses was broken off, and I'm like, damn, is she okay? Oh, really, SAPD? That may be the ones that get them with stress. Child, yesterday was the best. Baby, diving was epic. Diving and Rita on there was epic together. That was the best one I've ever seen. I think that was the best one I've ever seen. It was so funny, y'all. I cannot, okay? No, I don't know. That one and the bestie one was good. It was just epic. Oh, you got to go see it, Joy Girl. You got to see it, baby. You missed it. Baby, exactly. Exactly. I loved it, baby. I was like, oh my God. I just could not stop laughing. I couldn't. Child, that would be funny if she did Trish. That would be funny. Would it be funny if she did Trish? She'd be talking about her jail that she owned or was having built or whatever. Hey, Miss B-Town, how you doing, baby? That would be funny. The nub, child, the nub. Oh my God. Baby, the nub love. Baby, she was like my nub and it wasn't moving. I was like, is it sore? Is it infected? I mean, what? It wasn't moving. It was funny as hell. Okay. She said, you noticed everything I never knew. Daughter, here, glasses were broke. I didn't know either. I didn't even notice, Apopus. They noticed. Somebody else had said that in the chat. And I said, and I zoomed in. I said, oh my God. I said, the glasses are broke. And then I looked at the when she had the hair covering one part of the glasses, right, in the front. And baby, I said, oh my gosh, she don't have lens there. I said, why don't she have lens in one of those? It was funny, child. I just died, okay? Mm-mm. She had no lens in one of them. Hey, King Curl, how you doing, baby? Hey, Lisa Love, how you doing, boo? She had no lens in one of them. I was like, what the hell? And she was telling the kids to sit back. That's exactly what daughter here be doing. Now, I don't know. I was trying to ask, and Center Focus got frustrated. Tracy, can you just enjoy the commentary? No, I need to know if it was true. But I believe it was true because she was, she was talking about when she had the baby and she just met the guy or whatever. And then she called him back and said she was pregnant. I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. It was just killing me. Okay. Mm-mm. I don't know. There's no reason for you to be walking around with glasses like that. That's an emergency. That makes no sense. I'm sorry. You need to take yourself and get your glasses. You over there driving around looking like a belligerent bat. Okay? The last thing she need to be thinking about doing is hooking up with anybody, any man or anything like that. No. She should have had enough already. They don't like this type of teaching. They don't. Child. But she do get see, I don't understand why people didn't call CPS on other people, but daughter here is yelling at her kids to sit down and saying she can't stand them kids and everything else, but don't nothing happen. What happened? You know what I'm saying? No, I didn't see Kimmy get dragged. Where did Triple Red where did he drag Kimmy at? Let me drop the link. Does anybody know why he drugged Kimmy? Let me drop the link. Hold on. I need to know why he drugged Kimmy. Because all I know is that Triple had been gone. So did he just wake up and decide to drag her? Or I mean, I don't, not that I care, but I'm just saying. Okay, hold on. Oh, on Sir Kings? Child. I don't even watch him with his weird retarded self. I don't even watch him. He was up there talking about he hopped up on somebody. Oh, he hopped up on somebody's panel. Who was it? Brian's panel or whatever. And I was just dragging him in the chat because he was in there trying to pretend like that he was somebody. He was at what was it? There was that name. It was that name. It was Trolletta. He was just like he was Trolletta, but he spelled it differently. It was TROLL space ETTA, if I'm not or T something like that, but it wasn't the regular Trolletta. So he was trolling under that page talking about something baloney, and it made no sense. I was like, "You're an idiot. You're stupid. You need to get a life." It's just ridiculous. With his mucus in his throat, they were on a panel arguing. I don't know why. Oh, they were. Oh, okay. They were arguing on a panel. Child. I don't know why. I'm so sick of him. Sir Deep Throat, child. Mm-hmm. So I was listening to Sean Bradley's live. Okay, I did. It came down my stream. Remember, I had subscribed a while back again to see what was going on. But anyways, he came down the stream and he was talking about, of course, he went down there to show the kid washing clothes. The kid looked terrified. The kid looked scared. The kid was down there washing clothes. And he's looking at him like, what? Now, has Sean Bradley came back live to address James Caldwell? Because James Caldwell said that you knew that boy, Sean Bradley, that was a boy he had seen before. And so don't try to pretend like you always had custody of that boy. Okay? So my thought is, if you always, because you always kept in contact, what was your dealings with that boy? The people want to know. And why was that boy in the basement? Why was that boy allegedly hidden for 3 years? Which I don't believe you had any foster kids. I think that you probably just befriended that boy for whatever reason, whatever creepy reason that you may have in your mind. Uh huh. The same as Tim, compression shorts. I'm pretty sure. Uh huh. See, that's what I'm saying. There's more to every story. But he was so quick to come on here. See, a person that tries to justify everything is a person that's ain't never had nothing. Okay? That's all it is. A person that ain't never had nothing, and they're trying to convince you that a lie is the truth. So Sean Bradley's on there trying to convince people that a lie is the truth, and we know good and damn well you have not had your license. You've not had them. So stop lying, Sean Bradley. Period. Stop lying. They don't like this type of teaching. Well, of course, everybody else is going to agree. Oh, yeah, this and this happened. They're going to agree with it. But we know good and damn well that you have not. So stop. While you laying on the couch talking about no one can live like you're living, you over there on a couch that looked like it stank. You sitting up there all musty, and I bet it smelled like ass and crab legs. And you are acting like you living your best life when clearly you were stuck up in the attic before. We know you was renting out them rooms down below. Ain't nobody crazy. Okay, the people moved out, and now you want to go ahead and abandon the home, because you know good and damn well what the hell's going on, and you want to make it seem like that you did not lose your license or whatever. We know you did. Stop trying to backpedal and peep-pop. Stop trying to think that people don't know what happened. Stop trying to rewrite history. It is what it is. So stop. They don't like this type of teaching. Live my best life. They don't. They really don't, babes. They don't like it, baby. Y'all, I'm starting to like Lovely Love now. Lovely Love is very calm. Okay, look, let me tell you, y'all know I love me some Demetra. I love me some Demetra lit all day. Let me tell y'all this. Demetra, you were acting, the roles have reversed. Remember when Lovely Love first came on here and she would be cussing everybody out and wouldn't listen to anybody, remember? Now she's the more rational one. And Demetra is more like Lovely Love was before. Remember Lovely Love would just go off, da, da, da. Remember that? They've reversed, they've switched. It's weird. Have y'all noticed that? Press 1 if y'all noticed that. Y'all, press 1 if y'all noticed that. I'm not kidding. Have y'all noticed the difference? They have switched roles. It's weird. Lovely Love is more calm now, and she's more, conversational. I'm just like, wow. I don't know if she's sober. Is she? I don't know. Has anyone else noticed, or have y'all not noticed? Glock. Hey, Glock 19. Hey, baby. Baby, I felt like pulling out mine today, okay? I was just really, Lovely Love has learned the game. Oh, is that what it is, Nina? Yes. I'm happy she did, baby. Yes, honey. It's a lot going on, honey. Woo child. Woo child. I miss Paulette. I don't know where she is, y'all. She cut down good, Soapy. So she cut down awesome. Because she's doing really well. I'm like, wow. But I remember because I wouldn't let her up here because remember I was like, why is she not like calm or whatever? And she would just go off and she's like, I don't care. It was like, I was like, whoa. But she's totally different now. She's just calm and it's just wonderful. I'm like, child, child. I'm just like, oh, it's a lot going on, child. A lot going on in the streets, honey. Okay? A lot going on, boo. So what else is going on, y'all? No, we haven't heard from her. Have not. Have not, baby. I'm concerned. I'm really concerned because that's not like her at all. It is just not like her. It's really sad. Mm-mm. Nobody can get in touch with her. Nope. We've all been trying, but nobody. Like we don't know how to get. I know it's really disturbing because I'm like, dang, like what do we like? I don't even know what to expect, and y'all know I'm already traumatized. I can't deal with no bad news. I'm like, I just pray that everything is okay. No, we don't know how. Mm-mm. Nope, Nina, we don't know how, babes. Nina, let me ask you something, Nina. Come up here, Nina. Nina don't come over here very often, so when you come up here, I'd be like, let me to Nina. Nina, let me ask you your opinion on the situation, Nina. What do you think about it? I want your honest opinion because Nina usually has objective opinions from what I have, which is great because I like to hear everybody's point of view. Hmm. I don't live my best life. I don't know what state she lives in. I know nothing. You know how I am living my best life. I don't want to know anything about people. I don't even want to know your real name. I mean, because I don't want people to feel uncomfortable. Hey, Zero Lightness, how you doing, my baby? I know. I know. Hey, Miss Darlings, how you doing, boo? Okay, a second. Okay. I reached out to, but I didn't get a response back. I know y'all mean. I think I did too under a video. And no response. I know. I know, Zero Lightness. We're all worried about her. I know, babes. I'm just sick. I really am sick. I miss her. I miss her. Child, I think Brian is live. Is Brian dragging? Brian is live, and I think he got Kwani's name in the title, y'all. Y'all, Brian is live, and I think he got Kwani's name in the title. Oh, Lord. Child, somebody's calling me from a private number. You know I'm not answering. I don't answer no private numbers, whoever it is, child. Let's see. Yeah, no, Aries, I don't know. I try to get least amount of information from people because I don't want people to, I don't want to know people's information. So all I did was try and give her my number, but she never wanted it or nothing. So I didn't, because I was like, I need to get a hold of her, but I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? Hmm. No, Laser Real, it's not her calling. She would just call me directly. She would not call me private. No, Laser Real, it's not her. It's not her because she would just get off in the chat and she would just start talking. She would not be calling like that. Mm-mm. I don't think so. Mm-mm. I pray she's okay, my baby. Or she would text me. Anybody can text anybody. Is Brian dragging? What is he doing over there? Let me go see real quick, y'all. I'm gonna hop on over here and see what Brian's talking about real quick. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Don't worry about a thing, baby. Hold on. Change is coming. Hold on. Don't worry about a thing, baby. Okay. I guess he did a quick live. It wasn't that bad. He sounded really calm. He was really, really calm. But I think what upset Brian, let me tell you what upset Brian. I think what upset Brian the most was when Jay Wilson was on there and Jay Wilson was talking to him about mental illness or whatever, remember? And he was all Jay Wilson could make fun of people's mental illness. And he kept saying that. So I think that that's what bothered him about Jay Wilson. I think that's what bothered him. He didn't really say anything. It was a light roast, in my opinion. Yeah. So what was Kwani saying? Oh, he ended. I didn't even know. Child was already over there at the office. Thank you, baby. He ended his live. He just called her macaroni bowl, whatever that means. He said, "I don't answer to you." Oh, okay. Child, it's a lot going on, honey. It's a lot going on, child. It wasn't nothing. I just red balled through it too, and it wasn't. It was calm. Yeah, it was real calm. So does anybody feel like, okay, because I don't, like I said, I'm not mad at Brian. I'm not telling him what to do with his channel, but does anybody feel like that he was justified in posting whatever he wants on his channel because everybody does whatever they want to do? Does anybody say that he was justified? Press one if y'all feel like that. Hey Nina, my baby, how you doing?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yes, you sound great. Did you get a new mic like passive?
Oh, I did. I did. I just tried something that I had in the back somewhere, uh, hoping it would work, and it does. So I'm
Which
excited
one
about.
is? I need to get one like that. That is a good one for fighting, but I don't plan to be fighting. But I'm just
Oh
saying
wow,
that's a good
really?
one.
Okay.
Yes, you sound so clear. It sounds better than the Yeti. Wow.
Oh, I'm a little afraid. Maybe you're gonna hear all sorts of sounds in the background now. That who
Probably
knows?
so, but that's a good thing. Well, that's a good thing. So what
Okay.
do you think? So what do you think about what's going on? What is your opinion?
Oh, okay. So I just feel like it's a lot. They're doing too much, right? It's completely wrong what he did. There's no excuse for what he did. Uh like you can't defend it in any way. It was bad judgment. But then like what's going on with every content creator, and let's nail him to the cross forever, and and not and let Grish get away with it, not hold that person accountable, but hold Brian completely accountable. And is it really against James? I don't know. Like, it's too much. He did wrong. He did wrong. He hurt him,
Yeah,
and he's removed it now. And we're going to need to move on. And I think if there was something hotter in the streets, uh, this story wouldn't get the traction that it has.
yeah, I think so too. I think that's why, because it's dead, and so everybody's talking about it. Why not? Um, Oh my God, there's Wolf Puss Bakery. Oh my God, you are so crazy. That person is so funny. Tracy have donuts for free for
Wolf
all.
plus
Thank you, babe.
bakery. Is
Yeah,
that
because
a nickname?
how QB works for Wolf
Yeah,
Bakery. It's so
yeah,
funny.
I got it. Wolf plus
That is
like,
so funny. But I think, okay, well, I think that I just feel bad. I feel bad for Newbie. That's all I feel. I just feel bad for her. I really do, because you can't. It's going on, and it's going to be out there, and then who knows how many copies have been made since then. The whole thing is just all blown up.
yeah, I I've tried my best because I think it's too dramatic for me to think about her like in that
Yeah.
way. So I'm trying
Mhm.
my best not to really comment on her or really, because it's just too much. I I don't know what to even say about her. I feel bad for her. I hope that she takes a break doesn't watch all this content because there's too much, right? Like, and really looks after her health. Uh, take a break from this stuff, because I really do think that it doesn't help her state of mind or her health problems to listen to all these people talk about her.
Right.
So
Right.
hopefully she does that, but and never sees it again.
I
Never.
know that. Can you imagine? She saw it and she was, well, James, SAPD, I don't think James is making anything worse. I really don't think he's making it get attention at all. I think people are talking about it, and I think that James feels bad because it was an all out attack, I believe, because him and Brian were into it. And that's what I think. I think that's probably why he didn't even think twice. And he didn't add, and I really think that he didn't even think about it. Brian didn't really even really think about it when he did it as being, I know he thought he was being malicious, but he knew that it would piss James off. In other words, that overshadowed any other thing that he was thinking about, in my opinion.
Real
Because when
okay.
he,
I have a
uh-huh,
I have a question. So,
uh-huh.
are you 100% sure that it was to get at James?
I'm not 100% sure, but in my belief, because the way he responded, he was like, when they were telling him, he was like, well, I didn't add anything to it. He was thinking in his mind, like he wasn't thinking. People think differently, they're wired differently. So I really don't think that he thought about he was doing it in that manner. I,
There's a part of me that feels like Brian goes around collecting clips of people in different chat rooms. That's how he does his collages, or whatever you call them, mashups, right? Like, he has a history of doing this. Like, he has a bunch of stuff that he edits all the time, and he goes from place to place collecting his clips. I I think if this happened on another chat room, I think he would have done the same thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? I think that it was just bad
oh,
judgment.
but see, he doesn't really post malicious things like that, though, that I've known of.
Yeah, I think it was bad judgment. It
Uh
was
huh.
ridiculous. I don't know what he was thinking in his head, but there's a part of me that just doesn't feel that it was to antagonize James. I think if it was on somebody else's panel and Newbie was sitting there, he would have grabbed it from somebody else's panel and done the same stupid thing, which is unexcusable. Like,
Oh, I
inexcusable.
hear what you're saying. So I get it now. Yeah, like he didn't think it through. In other words, he just,
Yeah, it's starting to become this war between Brian and James, and newbies in the middle. But
mhm.
I don't really feel that that's the correct narrative. I really do believe that Brian would have done the same stupid act had it been somewhere else. Like, had it been on, let's say, Deanna's panel that Newbie was sitting, or whoever's panel that he doesn't, I don't know who's his friend or foe, but I think he would have collected it. He would have done the same stupid, inexcusable act, whether it was James or not. But now it's becoming about James, and I'm not sure if that's really correct. I think Brian would have done it from anybody's panel.
See, okay, I don't think, see, I'm kind of conflicted now because now that you mentioned that, now I'm thinking, did he really? Because I don't see Brian would have done that if he had seen somebody have an attack online or whatever. Brian would not have just posted that and said, "Here, let me make a whole thing of everything. Let me go ahead and go over this and put another group this and make a whole discussion about it." I think he knew what he was doing, and he really felt like, now that I'm thinking about it, he knew what he was doing because why? He mashed it up as an attempt to make it past community guidelines. So he had to have known something was going wrong there. Something was wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
At first, I thought about it and I was like, there's no way. And then I'm thinking, there's no way because he mashed it up to where, and that's why it can't get flagged.
Hmm.
That's why it can't get flagged, is because he made it to where it's community guidelines. Now, but it can get flagged if somebody flags it under a guideline, which I'm not going to say because I like Brian and I don't want it to be flagged, but he already took it down. So there's no reason for it to be flagged. But there is a way that you could do it. But I'm like, that would have to come from the person that had the episode. But or maybe it could come from anybody else. But I'm just not gonna, go that route. But the point is that, it could have, well, now that it's down, I can tell people, but yeah, it could have been flagged because of the fact that it could have been flagged for harassment and bullying. You know what I'm saying? That's what it could have been flagged for. And do you see why? Because this was a live event that happened. It was a tragic thing. And to try and mash it up to make it seem like it's a teaching moment, no, it was still.
I didn't even watch his thing fully. Like, I saw some of it. I was there for the live, but I just, from knowing Brian's personality a little bit, the very little that I know, he seems like a really over emotional guy. I Obviously he has some bad judgment. I just don't, and he was, maybe he wasn't too quick to take it down, but he eventually did.
Yeah.
And he likes to get people's approval. I
Yeah.
just feel like he just made a horrible, stupid judgment call, and that he would have done it. I just don't know if he would use someone against James like that. I think.
Yeah, he would. He would, because he's
Okay.
mad at James. Yeah. He knew James was going to get upset. He knew it. That's why he mashed it up like that. He knew it because they're in battle. So he figured, in his mind, he said on his channel, he said, I didn't do anything against her. I didn't say anything about her. He knew what he was doing was wrong, in other words, was wrong morally. Okay. Morally, it was wrong. He did that to get back at James morally. But as far as community guidelines, he wanted to make sure it would stick. So he thought, let me go ahead and mash it up. Let me put this clip in front of it showing about epilepsy, talking about that. But the point is that you can do that using without real life situations happening. Like when he showed that one lady when she was laying on the ground, that would have been justified, but there was no reason to put newbie in it. But he can, because it's his panel. See what I'm saying? But morally, it wasn't the best choice that I would have chose.
No, morally, ethically, it was so horrific that
everybody has different morals. They wouldn't do a lot of things I would do. So,
I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking. I mean, because he doesn't seem like a malicious person, right? Like, you've heard him, and he seems so.
Well, he's very hurt. He's very hurt because I think because people have dogged him for things, and he feels like nobody's paid attention to any of the illnesses he's had. He's very hurt.
Seems like somebody who was pushed to the edge, and acting out, and probably another person who might want to take a break. But yeah, I see a lot of people derailing, like, and the thing is that another thing that I've noticed here.
Hold on real quick. Carmel, yes, you can, baby. People are getting that mistaken. You can use someone's face in a video. If it's a professional picture, that's the only way you cannot use their face. Because I hear a lot of people saying, oh, you can't use someone's face. Yes, you can. If it's a professional photo, like if they have it backed by, it's a copyright infringement issue, that's the only thing. But as far as like if you put a picture up with an identifying factor, like a date of birth or something, then that's totally different. Then you can flag for that. So there's a fine line on that. But just him posting a picture of her in the video, no, it has to be the act itself. The act itself was heinous. It's kind of like, it can also be flagged for violence, because you know how it was a violent act, right? So it can be flagged for that as well. But he's already taken it down. So I'm not telling people to go flag anything, because he's already taken it down. But there was ways that it could be flagged, but people just don't know it, I guess. But go ahead, babe.
Oh, sorry. I was just letting my dog out. Give me 1 second. Sorry.
Okay. Pettyfoot said, anyone that thinks that part is okay to show over and over, no. I still feel sick to my stomach from seeing that. I felt bad. I really, really felt bad. I was like, nah. Nah.
Okay, yeah. So he's completely, like, something wrong with him. Hopefully he can get better. I don't have any defense for what he's done.
Yeah, I didn't unsubscribe or anything. There was no reason to unsubscribe. I was just like, things.
But another thing that I've noticed is, the very strong feelings that everybody has about this, right? As they should have strong feelings. But I also feel like it's been extended. I feel like it's been an extended melodrama. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
people, once they get one thing and everybody thinks the same thing, they just echo off each other and
Yeah.
give each other pats on the backs and high fives and, oh, that person is, let's stone them and all that. That's happening right now. And the thing is that what I've noticed with people is that they seem to really care when somebody is uh, devastatingly ill or has died.
Mm-hmm.
That is the when you see the prayer hands and the, I'm gonna pray for you and all this other stuff. But when you see someone who is actively in crisis, we've seen people actively in crisis. I'm not gonna name names. We all know them. There's a few, at
Uh-huh.
least two, three, four people who are actively in crisis. People want to kick them while they're down. And that's, I'm like, whatever. Like, there's people who are, you know, hurting and very close to uh, dying or being arrested or whatever the heck their issue is. And nobody
Mm-hmm.
has empathy for those people who are actively in crisis. Nobody stands up for them. But then somebody, loses, somebody gets sick or somebody, whatever, everyone's empathetic and altruistic. And I'm just like, really? You're the same guy who was just kicking this dude while he was down. So,
See, my thing is this: if I don't like the person, if I don't like the person, of course, when that person's down, I'm not going to have any form of empathy. I go in for the kill. I'm like, okay, I'll just keep going. But if I like the person, then of course I'm going to have some sympathy for them. So I think people do have a lot of more sympathy for people if they like them. If they don't, they just hop on the bandwagon. I think it's just, and it's sad, but you know, it makes you want
yeah,
to fight that much harder. If you already don't like them, it makes you want to fight that much harder. Now, would I want somebody to die? No, the only person I wouldn't mind seeing passing away would be Rico. So that's just me. But
okay. I'm not gonna laugh at that. I'm just gonna leave that alone because you know what's up with that and you work that
yeah.
out. But it's just, it's okay for me. It's like, yes, when I see something that's really horrible that has happened to
Mm-hmm.
somebody, yes, I'll make a statement and I'll, yes, I feel bad about it and whatever. But I'm not gonna like stand on my head to show how altruistic I am and over. And it's like, it's more of like, it seems like people are getting an orgasm out of this group, you
Well,
know, like this group grief thing that they're doing. Like,
yeah.
why don't you care for the people that are hurting currently? Like, I love animals, right? Like, I love animals. I have a
Mm-hmm.
dog, but
Mm-hmm.
there's not one day that I'm gonna overthink like the well-being of an animal over a human being, right? Like,
Right.
if I have
Mm-hmm.
to, if I see and this is a person who owns a dog, or not owns, but is friends with a dog, I feel like that's my companion. I don't have ownership over her.
Oh.
But
Mm-hmm.
when I see those commercials for the pets and stuff, yes,
Mm-hmm.
I feel a certain way, but I'm always thinking about, oh, how about the people that are hungry? How about I don't know. I just feel like if they're actively hurting, do something about that. Be kind to those people, or else just say, send a prayer, whatever. But this over dramatic, oh my God, this blah, 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 it's too much. It seems disingenuous.
Yeah, to go over the top. Yeah, because some people really don't give a damn. They're just doing it for content. You know, really, they don't. They really don't. Some people really are just like whatever. Like they don't even understand the concept. Like I really don't even know if they watched the video even or whatever. But some people are just doing it. And I'm like, do they even know what was going on, what it entails, or the seriousness of it, or how? Like I just embodied all of the feelings of what she potentially could be feeling, watching that. And so it just gave me like, it just made me sick. Like felt like I had to throw up. That's the effect that I got. And
Yeah.
I don't know Newbie all that well, but it's just the fact. And it would have been anybody. If I would have known anybody on here that I really didn't know well, like I don't know her well just by saying hi and stuff, I still would feel the same way. But if I
Yeah.
can't stand the person, either I would leave it alone and be like, well, just leave it alone. But if I really can't stand, I don't know. But if it's all according on YouTube, is totally different from in real life, though. Kind of like, you know what I'm saying? When it comes down to friendships or YouTube ships or whatever and reactions, I think it's different
Yeah,
from.
the vitriol that's on Brian right now, which
Mhm,
who did an indefensible, unjust, horrible acts I will never defend. I was
yeah,
like, let's not get that mixed up. It's the
mhm,
vitriol against him is, yes, this judgment that he did bad, but then also because the group dislikes him so much, we can go ahead and just take it all. Let's do it extra spicy, please.
which group do you mean? Or
Well,
just
he's
in
not
general?
beloved. He's not a beloved character. Maybe there's a few people that follow him and that like him, but he doesn't have the status of people that are more popular in the streets. So
Okay. Yeah.
yes, so it's like let's stone him collectively. Let's do it extra hard. And yes, it's about newbie, but it's also about this group, you know, uh, this group. I don't know, orgasm. That's all I can say. Like this group, it's almost like they're getting a climax out of playing off each other, and I'm just like, what?
I don't know why I'm laughing. It's just so funny. You're so bad.
I'm just like, yeah, he did it. He did wrong. It's not defensible. Like you can't defend it in any way. It's not justified. But
It's
like,
so
I mean,
funny
and
because
then
I was watching your comments in the chat and I was laughing so hard. I was in the bushes watching them. It was funny. I was just like,
and
look at,
what and the
I was
way
like,
they
look at
did
me now.
Grish. I mean, they barely had any smoke for Grish, like barely in comparison to Brian. Some people held him to account at some point, but basically Grish knows how to lick boots, and he just or she got away
Mm-hmm.
with it pretty much. What kind of excuse is that? I was trying to alert people that no longer have channels, and I just was like,
I don't know, but that's probably why Demetra in so many words had cursed her out
did
because she
she
was
curse
like,
her out?
because she
Did
was
she,
she didn't mention the name. She was like, I didn't know who she was talking about until we started talking tonight. But Demetra yesterday was like, I don't know why. You know what? Don't try and blame me. Blah 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 blah. She was saying it ain't my response. She was like, I tried to do. I know what I need to do with my friend. Don't be telling me nothing. She was going off, and I was like, who's she talking to? But now I know because Grish was using her as an excuse, talking about she was
it
putting
was
it up
an
there to let
excuse.
people
At least
know.
some people got it. That bothered me more than anything else, right? Like other
Mm-hmm.
than the actual suffering of the woman that that had the seizure.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from that, the what bothered me more was that Grish was sitting there like completely peeing and calling it rain, and it was just like, really, really, I'm an adult, like
Mm-hmm.
I have a functioning brain. You want me to believe that you were trying to reach out to paramedics? It's just like, what is this? Why?
I don't know, but I think it worked because they were believing her.
Well, no, I don't know if they were believing her. I think they just wanted to sweep it under the rug because they wanted to keep the collective, right? Like the collective is so important, the gang is so important, the clique, and she plays a role. And I will say she, out of respect for whatever, but I honestly think it's a guy who is pretending to be a woman so that he can dox people.
Yeah, it's something about that. Yeah, it's something about that. That is not like the average because the energy that I'm getting is that of a male, or either it's a female that is that likes that is lesbian. I think
Oh,
that it's either one or the other.
I don't get female at all from him. Because he,
Well,
you
that's
know,
what I'm saying. It could be an
mm,
lesbian that's male identified. You know what I'm saying? That yeah.
okay, but even that you could sense a female. I don't know. My thing with him is that,
Because think about
and
it, Jay Speaks, remember? I thought she was a male, trying to sound like a
yeah,
female. Yeah.
Okay, but Grish, anytime he insults, he's always insulting about women's uteruses,
Yeah,
their
that's what I'm
menstrual
saying.
cycle.
That's
It's
the
always about the
sign.
female reproductive system. It's like, what
Yes.
woman? I mean, oh, that's his go-to. That's such a
Hmm.
male insult. It's like, whatever.
Exactly. Yep, exactly. I think that's usually what, generally the males go for. You know what I'm saying? The males that are they're like maybe not necessarily, well, that are usually in the community. That's usually what they go for. Okay, or
Okay.
the ones that are in the closet. That's because they know that that's what, I guess, you talk about, the all of that stuff. And the fight is
Yeah.
different. The fight is more personal. Like, think of Stomp Clown when he's on there and he's trying to drag people, and he's dragging people for this and that, and the cycles and everything. That's what they
Yeah.
go for.
Okay.
Hmm. Yep.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. There's
it's almost like and it's really a deep, nasty, vile type of dragging.
Yeah,
It's
it's
really,
about the
really,
female body and the reproductive system and like uteruses and bleed. It's just like, what? What woman? Okay, that's so not. I don't think that's where a woman goes, like
mhm.
directly when she wants to insult people. Anyway, it's
Right.
a dude. It's a guy.
I think so too. Yeah, I've always thought that too. You're right, babes. Child. So Nina, oh my God, did you see when Trish went off on me the other night? I was
I
like,
where
what?
here here
Uh-huh.
on your panel. I
Yes, she was on the panel and she just went off. It was a video that I did about her and TKO Capone, and then he came in to visit. She just went left, like she was fighting with Lovely Love, and then all of a sudden she just went on to me, and I was like, I didn't do anything. It was weird. She just had like a bipolar meltdown or something. It was weird.
I saw some of it. I didn't see all of it, but I've noticed that Trish goes off on a lot of people. I'm getting to a point where I'm just like, why? Why? Like, it's just,
She
it's,
did that tonight. Why did she do that tonight? She was just going crazy. I was like, is she okay?
it's so unnecessary most of the time. It's just like, I mean, some of the time I try to, see where it's coming from and analyze it. But then sometimes I'm just like, nah, this just doesn't make any sense. It just
Who
doesn't make
was
any
it tonight? She was yelling at somebody and she was like, ah, and I was like, what is going on? It was just weird. I was
Okay,
like,
so usually when she goes completely off, it's usually
uh,
to deflect from something, right? Like she
yeah,
gets herself in some hot water with people and then she starts acting crazy like, oh, like the guy in the prison or something where, he can't he can't fight or he looks small or something, but if he acts super crazy, then they'll just leave him alone. That's what she does.
yes,
When she's like, oh, okay, I don't know, that's what she does. She pretends that
she
she's
does. Because
completely
remember
off
I
her
was confronting
rocker
her. I was
and
confronting her
like,
about
I'm
other
gonna
issues, and
get
she's like,
you, I'm gonna get
oh,
you.
oh, no. It's like she don't want you to say anything. And it's like, what? You're like, hold on.
And then you get, yeah, I really think she's that guy in the prison movie, in the prison movie where like he acts crazy, then everybody's scared of him and leaves him alone. Like that, she turns on this crazy persona. I don't know if she's not, anyway. Yeah, no, she does it. Sometimes I'm thinking, is that a natural thing? Is this an act? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you're right, Yamang. Yeah, they do that. She did do that with me. You're right. With Trish, I think it is. I think it's a little bit of an act because she wants to get a reaction, and I think that she does it for reaction. Yeah, and to cover
Yes.
up things. Yeah, she wants to see how, because she knows that she can get away with it on Pizarro's platform because everybody's yelling already, and she won't dare act like that on her channel.
Yeah, because she can act or she can be in her own mind in her on her channel. And I think
Mm-hmm.
she probably does enjoy being able to be relaxed and think things through and have a decent conversation and stuff. I think naturally that's what she would want, but then she's got to play the game. So, and then this whole thing with conspiracy theory and bestie, it's like she has to kiss their asses so that she could stay in the groove. you
Yeah.
know, and
That's all she's doing. And she thinks that they like her. That's what I was telling her. I was like, what is that? Because I was gonna do a parody and I thought about it and I was like, no, because she's too fickle with that. I don't want her
no,
throwing that up.
she doesn't like them at all, and I don't think
She
I think
doesn't.
they're figuring out that she doesn't really admire them as much as she pretends to admire them, and they're getting annoyed with it too. So it's interesting to watch the dynamics.
But she really thinks she's like, oh yeah, she thinks that her and Pizza have good chemistry. I was like, where? Because she told me that the other night, and she goes, I said, well, let me think who you have good chemistry with, and I was telling her about you, and then somebody else, and she's like, what? I go, and then she goes, Pizza. I said, you don't have good chemistry with her. Y'all are always fighting. What do you mean? She really thought she had good chemistry. I'm like, girl, stop.
She has good chemistry with conspiracy theories numbers and subscribers.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like
Mm-hmm.
Trish is all about networking. She is just trying to network her heart out, and then she'll even exchange some of her dignity for it, which is really hard to watch, right? Like it's hard to
How
watch
could
a
she be
grown
that fake
woman.
though? I mean, I can't be fake like that. I mean, either it's going to come to you by being yourself or it's not. It's like, why are you going to sell your beliefs out for what? It's not even that serious. It's not even worth it.
It's I guess it's worth it to her. I don't know. It's like it's hard because I got to hear her a little bit, and I thought there was some good in her, and I'm sure there is.
See, and I
I'm not
thought
saying
y'all had the best chemistry, but that was when she started out having respect for you at first. That was at first when she started having
yeah,
respect. When she stopped having respect, and that was
yeah,
horrible.
it was horrible. And once she did that, it was just like I don't do well with people that don't have respect for me, yeah, for
Mm-hmm.
sure, but even for themselves, right? And so when I started watching her exchange her dignity with these
Mm-hmm.
for these people's approval, it was just like, oh wow, I can't. Okay.
I agree, Ollie. I agree. Because then that's where the stress. See, the thing is, it can start out as joking or whatever, but if you don't respect each other and the panelists that's on there, then everything goes out the window. I mean, for real, because it's like there's anything goes. Somebody's going to get offended at that point because it's just like an all-out ring. I mean, just a anything goes type of thing, and somebody's going to be offended one day, and that's what happens, and that's when they start getting the cuss outs and everything. Because if you're not respecting each other, and you're just saying whatever you want, then there's no limitation on what you're going to do or what you're going to say. So somebody's going to get pissed off.
Who
See,
are we talking? Who are we talking about? Talking like dogs?
when they were
Like
on there, oh, look at Carmel. She's so pretty.
she is
I
gorgeous, actually.
I was talking about like when how when they're talking about people like dogs on the panel, whoever like for example on Pieces panel or whatever, when they're on there and Trisha's on there talking, they're talking to each other like dogs. That's what she meant.
Okay.
Yeah, because you have to have some level of respect when you're speaking with somebody. If not, it's just crazy, and that's where they get into all these fights.
Well, okay. So
Mm-hmm.
one thing about conspiracy theories panel, there's no guise or facade, which I appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
know that you two don't see eye to eye, but I, the one thing that I like about both of you is that you're both very open. You are
Mm-hmm.
yourselves, right? Like, and that's very
Mm-hmm.
hard to find in the sector. You stand
Mm-hmm.
in your stuff, right? Like I even heard you earlier today, like in this thing, it's like it's all guns blazing, nothing is off limits, whatever. You're very direct about it, which I can accept.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with her panel. She is like, this is the wild, or I say it's the wild, wild west. You're gonna, the guns blazing. This is what it is. I can accept that. It's the people that pretend to be, I don't know, moral or educational or blah 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 blah, and then it's the same BS, right? Like I don't
Yeah.
like that. That bothers me more. Just
Like they,
don't
they
be
pretend
fake.
like they pretend like they don't like it or the mess or whatever, and it's like they do. In other words,
I'm
I
sorry,
guess.
what?
Do you mean like the people that pretend like that they don't like mess and yet they do?
Yes. It's like, just say you like mess. Say that you're just, you do these things or you're okay with it, and proceed. That I can respect. It's the, holier than thou, I am appropriate, but I'm not, but I slip. It's like, just be yourself the whole
Yeah.
time. And you two are very direct about that. That is what attracts me to your platforms, is that you're both
I think
like,
because nobody needs to bring God, like God has nothing, like nobody needs to bring God into mess. Like God is fine. He don't need to be, oh, well, this and this and this. The minute Rico gets drunk, he wants to bring God into everything. I'm like, can you just stop? It disgusts me. I'm like, leave God alone. How disrespectful of you. You wasn't thinking about him when you was out there, and you was booted and tooted and farting online. You know what I'm saying? And having careless raw dog X. So I'm like,
Raw
But people
Dogs
don't know about
X.
that.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. So speaking of Raw Dogs X,
Mm-hmm.
it's been the men, that have had the sexual platform this whole time that I've been here. But the ladies have made an appearance this week. There's a lot
I
of
know. That's an interesting
same gender
dynamic.
loving.
I know. That was interesting. And I still but still with that, I kind of feel like that I know that Phi Babe has, I think that she does play around, but ultimately I think that she likes I'm gonna say what do you call it? She does like the zucchini, put it that way. She do like the
Who?
zucchini.
I'm sorry. I'm in between. Allie down there texting her heart away. Like, you might as well come up here. But
She's so
and
sweet. Let me see what she said. To be honest, nobody owes you anything on YouTube. You're anonymous on here. Other people show themselves, and we know their names. Yeah. Hey, James, how you doing, babes? So I think, okay, so yeah, so I think that, what were we talking about? Oh my God, what was I saying? I was saying, I had a good point that I was going to make. Dang it.
we're on the same gender loving on the women's
Oh,
side.
okay. Honestly, I think
Zucchini.
that Phi Babe was going to do this. She was trying to get close to Sean Bradley. So she figured, she already wants to taste some of Leo, I'm pretty sure. So she figured, let me just go ahead and, continue on. Let me go ahead and do this. Let me go ahead and go extra hard. So I don't know. Leo said she was in love with her. I don't know if
What?
Phi Babe was in love with her. Yeah, you didn't hear that? Leo said she was in love with her.
Okay. Well, I think she really liked her. I think there was definitely
See, I
something
don't,
going on over there. Oh
but
yeah,
we
you
know
don't you don't
because
give
you
that
don't
type
do
of
all that.
money
Well,
and
see, that's
invest.
what I'm thinking too. But and then she's given, but it shows how she is with everybody. If she's ready to give all that stuff over to her, you know what I'm saying? And she hasn't even really like hung out with her, and she's just over there just giving away things. What does she give with regular guys that she meets? Like Tracy D said, she does that with everybody. That's why she don't have anything. She has an
Oh, so
old
she
ass computer. Remember?
Oh, so no, I didn't hear that part. So she's a gifter. She's a love bomber. Is that what we're saying? That she gives her money away to these lovers, potential lovers?
No, she's just a hoe. Like she just gives,
Oh,
she pays men to stay with her. Is what Tracy D said.
ah, that's
She'll spend
unfortunate.
money on them. Yeah, she'll spend money on them.
Mm, that's too bad. That's really too
Right.
bad, especially
It
if you have
really
a,
is.
a child, because you can spend it on your baby. You know what I'm saying? Or save it or whatever. You got a lot of bills when you have um children. I'm just
SAPD,
saying.
please chill out. Don't fight with James in the chat, babes. Because I like TreZur. Please respect that in the chat, babes. So it really is interesting to me, but I just think it's weird though how, I don't understand what this new. I mean, I'm happy that because it was nice when the dynamic had changed. Remember when it was between QI and then it was between her and BS at that time? It was interesting with the females. Whenever you hear about stuff, it's usually with Jay Dunn, right? That we had been hearing about stuff.
Because she's
So it's
the only one open about it. But Tracy, obviously, there's a lot of women loving women up in these parts.
there really? I mean, I guess I don't
I
know of
think
a lot
so.
of them.
I think so.
You think we
Now
just don't know about it?
we just don't know about it. We just don't know about it. But I really think there's a lot of that going on. I'm standing right behind her. I don't know what he's standing right behind, but hey, no, I really feel like they're just the tip of the iceberg.
Huh. I don't know. You never know. But I think that this will brush over with Brian. I think that people that unsubscribe will go back and eventually subscribe. I think that he will eventually feel bad for it. I
Oh,
think right now,
I think he
you think
already
he feels
feels
bad?
bad.
Yeah, I think he like once he calmed down and really realized the hurt behind it, then he's like, wow, because I don't think he wants to hurt anybody, and he really realized that he hurt. What he did was, it did not affect James, it affected Newbie. That's the thing, you know.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And in the chat, Laser Real is saying, and there's nothing wrong with that, correct? Absolutely nothing wrong. It's just very juicy and salacious because they're hiding it. I'm nosy. I say love who you love. Like that has nothing to do with me at all. I just, like I want to see what's
We want more. We want more. I'm
we
like,
want
honey, we want
we,
more.
we love juicy stories. Like that's all. And then also with James and Brian, I was
Hmm.
so disappointed at their fight. Like now it's come to some stupid apex climax of it all.
I just
But
think it was
at the
I thought it was like petty at first, and then it got like on a serious note. And I'm like, no. I even did a parody. James, I did a parody of it. I'm just waiting for it to monetize, but I think it's like a 20-minute parody that I did of it. And I'm like, dang it. And it was, I didn't think it would go on that far and go to that extent. And then with
I
Sean Bradley, of course, he's hopped right in there to swipe up Brian. Okay, he's like, oh,
oh
but what do
yeah.
you mean? Oh, he's hopped right on in on it, baby. I'm like, yeah.
Okay, I'll come back to Sean Bradley, but with Brian and James, I had hopes for them. At first, Brian was even flirting with James. I don't know if you caught any of that. There was flirting and little
Yes,
sexual tension between them, and then
yes.
it just went. And I was like, and I held out hope for a few weeks, and then it's just gone completely downhill now. There's no going
I
back.
was thinking there could be a connection of some sort, right? I was honestly thinking that. I was, James. I was thinking, oh my God, because it was like a little connection. And then
Hmm.
I was like, oh no, they're fighting. And I thought, well, it won't go on. And then I was like, oh my God, it just kept going. And I'm like, oh no, it's not, there's no
Yeah,
return. Like,
there's no going back now. But it was cute while it lasted. I thought something might happen. It was cute
I
to see some
know.
flirting.
We all thought that, right? I was like, dang it.
Yeah.
I wonder why SAPD doesn't like James. I wonder why. I just
Oh.
wonder. I've never known them to even. I've never known SAPD. Maybe SAPD was under a different name before. Like, what do you? I wonder what do you have against James SAPD? Brian loves mother. He'll be okay. I think they start out like. See, here's the thing. It's just like James started out helping QB, right?
Okay.
So
You're telling me history. I'm sitting listening. Okay.
yeah, Jen started out helping QB, and that's what's on the video that I'm going to be airing to that I'm streaming that I already am waiting to monetize right now. But it says, James was explaining how they met and everything, okay, and how he was helping him out or whatever. So I think that these people they look up to James, okay. Then when they look up to him, they get mad, and I don't know why. Why they get mad because if they hold him up to a higher standard, but then you want to get mad at him for having that standard. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're holding him up to a higher standard and status, he already has that status. Well, then why are you mad at him for people holding him in high regard when you started out doing it like
Hmm.
everybody else? That's my thing. I don't get it.
Okay. I don't know the origin of the beef between either of these two men and James, but
Mm-hmm.
I I'm not I mean James holds a position here, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if maybe they looked up to him and they didn't feel that he gave back their level of adoration. I don't know.
I don't know because it just went south, and I'm like, wow,
I don't
it's
know.
weird. And I don't want to say jealousy because I don't think it's a jealousy thing. I just don't know. But then again, some people, I don't know, some people are introverts and they just can't deal with knowing a lot of people.
Is
And
there a
and
long line of these men? You've mentioned QB and Brian. Are there any other
well,
men who've
okay. Well, I don't want
shown
to give
that
away
this?
the whole, I don't want to give
Okay,
away the
okay,
whole thing.
okay.
But if you think about it, if you just think about it, like the ones that don't, that get into it with James, it's like they get into it with him, and I think it's because of his statue on YouTube. I mean, he's respected. And I think a lot of people don't, when the first thing they want to throw up is, I don't hold you on a high pedestal. Rico, another one. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what do you mean you don't hold him on a high pedestal? Like, what? I don't understand. Like, it's like you respected them before, you were all, oh, mother before, but now it's like, oh no. Oh no, I'm not going to hold you.
All
You're
of
just the
them?
same. You're the same.
Okay. I don't know. I'm not sure. If I knew the history, I'd be better to judge. But
And
if
you will make sure you watch that video because I don't want to tell it all, but it's coming out. But I had, yeah, he spoke on it in his last video he did, and so that's why I did the parody on it because he basically went down memory lane, and it was telling about how he got into it with their, with the people that he's into it with now, and how that orchestrated.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Help is cool, but some folks believe beefing is more beneficial. Okay, I can see that. Okay, so it'd be better to fight with you and get more attention that way. It's the
And you know what
number.
I think? I think that ZT that with ZT now that had an effect on ZT too. I think he thought it would be more beneficial to beef with you, James, and be on Five Babe's side than to not, because he came at TreZur for no reason at all. I mean, it was crazy. He had been poking, and then when finally James got off the porch or whatever, then he wanted to go all in. And I was like, if you want to be over there with stagnation, all he had to do was go. That's why I said whenever I see him in the chat, no, he's blocked because he's already. I don't like indecisive people that start mess all the time, and that's how he is. That's how ZT is. It's like he just constantly. He don't know if he likes you this minute, 1 minute to the next. I don't have time for that. The only person I'll deal with that from is Kwani and Trish every now and then, but I can't deal with that usually. You know? Yep, even Jane said true. Yep. Hey Taryn, good morning, baby.
The only thing that I'm having a problem with is the number of men that you've mentioned in the past 2 minutes. So you've mentioned four. So like I'm gonna I feel I can go with this scenario with the it's more beneficial to fight than to be cool. But then, if it's an extended amount of people, if it's a lot of people, then and the common denominator is James, I'm going to have to learn a little bit more of the history to figure out
But
if
that's
there's
not
anything
true.
more to this.
But
Huh?
Nina, think about it. I've gotten into it with a lot of more people. I've gotten into it with a lot of people. So people could say the same thing about me. Well, Tracy, it must be you. No, because the people would join the bandwagon and they would go on there. You know how I was, and everybody turned against me. I was a horrible person because I talked about a child, and everybody turned against me. Then everyone's like, oh, well, she said some vile things, and I'm like, what have I said? Like nobody could ever say what I've said that's so vile. And it's weird. And so then they're starting to see, no, they were just falling for the hype because the majority ruled. And I think that's what it is with James. He's not thinking he's better or acting like he's better than anybody. And I'm not just saying that because he's in my chat or I like him either,
He's
but I'm just
fairly
saying that.
humble for the level of status that he has here. Fairly humble, actually.
And he's named, okay, so I'm not going to tell the whole thing of the video, but he listed 7 people, okay? 7 people that he hates. Okay. And I'm going to name them all. The 7 people. And I was like, wow, that's a lot. And I thought, no, it's not. He's been on YouTube for a long time. He's not going around, and I thought, well, hell, I've gone through 7 in 7 days or less, it's like, but the thing is, okay, so it's Spy Babe, QB, Chopper, Lady P, Sean, Rico, and Skillet. 7 people that he said he hates. 7.
Yeah, I'm sorry, the Skillet
and now she's not
fight
even a
is
content
hilarious
creator.
to me.
Yeah, she's not even a content creator. So, but still.
I don't know. Anybody that can follow you to a breakfast, spot is just, or whatever the heck. I don't know. And then the name also, Skillet. It's just, I don't. It's funny. I get a, I kind of laugh
I
every
know,
time I
that's
hear this
funny.
story. Like,
Exactly,
yeah.
Carmel. Carmel said you can think of 10 people who, oh, yeah, they always turn to get, yeah, they would. They would always just stab me. And I'm like, what is wrong with these people? And I would just let them do it. I'm like, okay, whatever, And y'all would tell me, but I have to learn people for myself. So I would just let them do it. And once they show me, oh, that I believe them at that point, then I'm like, oh, let me stay clear away from them. Because if they already just turn on me for no reason, they're going to do it over and over again. It makes no sense. Just like views of you. I've never done anything for that lady. And she's offered she's wanted forgiveness I don't know how many times. And I'm like, just stay away from me. And then for her to try and attack me on Jay Wilson's platform, I'm like, you are dumb. Just because she heard my name, I'm like, are you okay? Are you homeless again, View? What is your problem? Are you pissy, View? What is your problem? You know? They don't want to talk about that.
Okay, everybody makes me laugh. Now I'm just imagining a coloring book and a lady in a
Oh,
bathing
Tom and
suit.
Jerry.
Yeah. I just, for some reason, I always imagine View with a View in a bathing suit because there was a video of her like in a group of people coloring and then the coloring book. So I imagine her in a bathing suit coloring her book, and that's View in my head.
Modeling
Skillet
her
threatened
wig.
to shoot and kill me.
Yes. You didn't know about that?
No, not
Let me
the
tell the
shooting
story.
and the killing.
Yes. Let me tell
Uh-uh.
you. Yes. Yes. Okay. So Sean was okay. So Skillet was over there with Sean Bradley, and Sean Bradley was warming up the Skillet, and Skillet was trying to. I guess she was trying to play both people. Okay. So James was using Skillet to get close to James. Okay. And
Wait, I'm
so
sorry. Hold on. Please start over. I'm still at she was trying to shoot, or she threatened to shoot and kill me.
okay, Sean
Uh-huh.
was trying to get Skillet to go over there and I guess spy or whatever he was trying to do with James, okay, to get close to James. Then Skillet
Uh-huh.
said that she had a gun or a G, I should say. She had a weapon and she was gonna go over there. She said what she was gonna do. She said she was gonna go meet him at the park and she was gonna shoot him. That's what she said.
Ooh.
And I'm like, yeah, you did. This was a big story. And I'm like, what? And that's why I said, I will never tell James, I will never say, not that I have any right to say or tell him anything, but I would never say, oh, why are you mad at Skillet? Why don't you just forgive her? No, no, no. You only get one
Mm-mm.
life. And if somebody's threatening to shoot you, she meant it. She was on there with a straight
Mm.
face meaning it. And then apparently Sean was giving her the okay or whatever to go over there and to basically stalk James. And it's crazy. I was like, and this woman was going to go over there with the gun. She told everybody what she was
Uh,
going to do. So she kept calling him to say, when are we going to go? When are we going to go? And they would never go to meet
what?
at this point or whatever.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And I
Okay.
just couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God. I was like, so she's really, now that, and I know she's going to get mad at me, but I don't care. But that was horrible. That is horrible. You don't know, there's no forgiveness for that. If somebody threatens
No.
to kill you, they mean
Uh-uh.
that. So I'm not giving you a chance to even think twice about it after that. Forget that.
Mm-mm. No, no. I see how that can go. No, I would imagine. No. Okay. I'm not usually lost for words, but the hell? Like,
Yeah.
wow.
And then now,
See, I'm telling you,
5K used her.
somebody's gonna get hurt. Like, I
Well,
know that I've heard this.
and people got mad at me because they said, well, what do you see in 2022? And I said, death. Trish got mad at me, as a matter of fact. And I was like, she's like, oh, you're so negative. And I'm like, no, I'm being realistic. You asked, and I typed in the chat, death. That's what I saw because people are going crazy. I was like, who in the hell is going to go? And she's like, yeah, I had the gun and I was going to go up there and I was going to shoot you. I was seriously going to shoot you. But yet she's over there in his chat all the time asking for forgiveness. And I'm like, is she okay? Like,
No, she's not.
no.
No,
And then
no, she's not.
she stood across the street and took a picture of his vehicle and his home. 5A coaxed her into doing that. And I'm like, you seriously think he wants to be friends with you? Are you serious? Are you serious? No. You know? Then she
Okay,
partnered with
all I
Ryan to take
saw
pictures of my house.
was
Yep.
the breakfast place, right? Like that, and I was just like, okay, somebody's making prank calls at a breakfast joint. Didn't know Well, yeah, no. This is, see, I don't know if the money's worth it for all this, you know?
It's not,
Like,
Nina. It's really not. But she's not even getting paid. So that's the thing. She's not even
no,
a
I'm
content
talking about the
creator.
content creators. Like,
Oh,
the hell?
it's not. But they're nuts. She's nuts. It's like people are nuts. You're dealing with a lot there. You're dealing with a lot. I mean, like Skillet had donated a lot of money. She was not a lot of money. She would say, "Oh, I donated you money," and then James is like, "How much money did you donate me, Skillet, or whatever?" Like she would pretend like she's done a lot for people just to get in good with people. And it's like, come on, you know? The breakfast was 2 years into this. Yeah. So this was this has been 2 years.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
so
was just a little while ago, a few months ago, the breakfast. It was like he seemed very unbothered, and
yeah, I
I just thought
remember
it was a
this.
silly woman making a prank call, and then
No, it's
all was well
her.
with the world.
It's her, and she'll lie. Remember, she followed me over there to Nikki's channel, and she came back under a troll page after she had just trolled Lady Nika. Remember, and she got popped for trolling Lady Nika under a troll page and pretending like that she was fighting with her or whatever. And then she came back into that same damn troll page and tried to troll me with it, and I called her out and everything. And she was trying to say it wasn't me, and I was like, you know, it was you. Uh huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Okay.
That's what happened. Okay, so she said, Ronnie Q, yes. Ronnie Q, come on here because she remembers all the details. Let me drop the link because she was talking about the camera. We got to tell you about that because a lot of people don't know how this started with Skillet because that was a crazy thing. I was like, oh my God. A lot of people don't know how that started. It was wild. $100 super chat that told the streets she bought my camera. Okay, so she told everybody that she bought his camera. Okay, and it was a $900 camera. She only gave $100.
So
Okay,
this
but she was
is
lying. Now, mind you, Sean Bradley also he's over
yes.
there talking about people. Well, listen, he's over there talking about people, what they're doing, and and how James is laughing at people or whatever. However, Sean Bradley doesn't remember when he was stalking James in his life, pretending like he had met somebody or knew a friend of James, and that he wanted Nicole Tyler to interview the friend of James. But see, he don't want to talk about all that, but he's pretending like James is stalking him and all in his life. Now, please,
Girl.
it's a lot going on. Oh, you're walking the dogs? Okay, babes. Mm-hmm.
There's a whole
It's
lot
a lot
going
going on.
on.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So that is crazy. It really is a lot going on. I'm just like, imagine a wailing, a wailing from your hospice to spy on YouTuber, the directors of another YouTuber. Child, I don't know, child, but she's nuts. I'm just like. She kept calling him to see if they could meet up because she was ready to shoot and kill James. That is crazy as hell.
Oh, yeah, okay. So that's right. Okay.
It's just, yeah,
Mhm.
it's really weird. It's really, really weird. And so I don't blame nobody for not wanting to have anything to do with her after that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-mm.
Mhm. Uh, Voodoo is my advisor of sorts. She kind of lets me know that I haven't hit, this is just the tip of the iceberg. I haven't seen anything yet, whatever, whatever. And uh she's right. Like I no longer question anything she says. I did at the beginning. I was like, meh. But now I'm just like, okay, yep.
Oh, you're
Voodoo
just gonna
says it,
say,
stamp. This is I've got
hey
no nothing.
James, how you doing, babes?
I'm good. I'm
Good. I'm
good.
glad you came on here. Yes, now you can give us history. Can you give her some history on this situation? Because it was crazy. When I first heard about it, I was like freaked out. I was like, something is wrong with this woman. Why would she do that? But then it's serious because you can't say, "Oh, she's just joking. It's okay. Forgive her." No, because I mean, when you're dead and because she done killed you, it's too late then.
And this
Mm,
was the thing. It was this stuff started with her way months before anything. She was just like a regular person in the chat and everything. So I never because I never asked for anything. So that's like
Mhm.
something that's a solid that's always would be. I never asked for anything. Nobody knew that I was even buying the camera. The camera had already been paid for and everything like that. She gave $100 super chat in a live one day just out of nowhere. which was like, okay, no problem, thank you. And then the next thing I know, a little while later, when things start unfolding, that's when she's like, I buy his camera and I did this and I did that. And she starts saying, oh, I was going to take him for a shopping spree to this big order we got. It was always this thing of, I'm from Pittsburgh, you're from Pittsburgh, oh, let's get together. And she kept on, but it just didn't sit right in my spirit. So I would never actually meet up with her. I don't do a lot of that, the talking on the phone. I've been here all this time, and I can still count who has my number on two hands. I'm not a behind the scenes person with a lot of people like that. So I just would not deal with her like that. And something just didn't seem right. All of that went down. She was doing this stuff. This was like in April. Me and Sean were still friends at the time. We hadn't fallen out. I didn't walk away from Sean until August.
Okay, so she wasn't sent by them at that point. She was just obsessed.
No. She was. Things derailed because the actual plan wasn't about the killing at first. It grew to that as me and Sean's situation kept going out of whack. Then it grew to this whole threat of the killing and all of that.
Did you and him meet first? Like, how did that? Okay, were you friends with Skillet before he was?
No, This was way after we did the Vegas thing and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, this was all after all of that stuff. Sean had already did Vegas Gate and everything. He did his own, when he did his own Vegas Gate, he had done all of that and everything before I walked away from him.
Okay, so she didn't. I'm sorry. So it's not like naturally she gravitated towards you and then clung on to you. She was sent by them before.
There was something going on. Like I said, she kept pushing and pushing and pushing. That was back in April. I finally had enough with him, and I was like, I'm out of here. That was in August. And then things with her just kept escalating after that. And then it unfolded. She went kind of like wackadoo. And then she Skillet always tells on herself after she goes wackadoo. And she started telling it all. And it was like, well, why are you doing this? Remember she did the interview with VS, wasn't it? She did the interview. Was it with came out when she said, I was doing it. They're like, what was the real issue? Why were you so angry with James to the point that you're talking about you're going to kill him and all this stuff? Why did you do all that? And she admitted to lying about the camera and all of that. And her answer was, I didn't like how he had treated Sean.
Yep.
And that's when we found out she had actually been in contact with Sean way back in April. And it was so weird because when we went back, April stuck out because I was in DC. I was in DC visiting with my brother, and I was spending time with Really B TV. And Really B was like, who is that? Because she kept contacting me. She didn't have my real phone number, so she was contacting me through Facebook. And I kept saying, honey, I'm not even in Pittsburgh. It was, we can go to the park. Oh, well, we can go to the music park. Oh, well, let's go to dinner.
Isn't that crazy? I would have been like, what?
Okay. So this access to you through Facebook, like other spaces and stuff like that. There's too many people that are watching you to be that accessible. But okay.
Mind you, she's supposed to have a whole husband who's a cop. Okay.
Right. An ex-cop.
Wow.
But there's been a few people that have done some stuff to me.
So
there's other people that I don't like, but the ones that I listed in that list is ones that I actually hate.
So James, who do you think was the one that got wasn't somebody taking a picture of your new home now? Didn't somebody do that?
No, they were trying to get her to do that.
Oh my God.
I had tried to get her to do that, and she wouldn't do it because she knows the area I live in, and she knows she'll be popped.
Oh, okay.
Popped. My area I live in now is totally different than the area that I lived in before. You come up here pulling that shit, and you'll be poppity popped.
No, this is scary. See, yeah.
Yeah, because remember last summer, Skillet put my license plate number in a few chats. One day she was just running from chat to chat, typing my license plate number in the chats.
Oh my God. She's nuts.
No.
She's nuts.
I
Well,
don't
she
know.
was the one
This
that
is
came in and
very
dropped my address. She
scary.
dropped my old address in chat. She was doing that because that's when I caught her. And I said, you have the wrong address. And she was like following, she was going along the chats and she was putting it in there and putting it in there. And I'm like, is she okay? Like
How do you two handle all this? How do you two handle, because you know that all these people, they know you, they can get a hold of you if they really desperately wanted to.
But I know her too. See, that's the issue. I know her too.
Right, but like you get this from a lot of different, and not just her, but other people too. Like, how do you go? Does it affect your daily life knowing that these people?
I'm not no scary person. They say I'm scary. I'm not no scary person. I'm fine.
No, you just yeah, because like I said, I'm just always prepared. You know, like I said, if they just kill me.
That's why I sat there and kept. You see what I did? I never turned my camera off. I sat right there and kept right on eating.
Yep.
You come on over here and clown if you want to. And I don't claim to be bad, but trust me, I'm not just gonna let you hurt me.
And that's why people don't do
in the house, but she never came across she never crossed my threshold. Skillet knows better. Skillet be playing crazy with you all.
I think that she wanted attention and she wanted to see she wants to get in their good graces. So I think that's why they were doing it. And it's so sad because it's sick. Because I'm thinking they're not gonna go to jail for you.
And then her phone fell out.
Yep, exactly. They fell out and she was really out there surfing around.
And threw her away.
Yeah. Was it like this before you guys were doxxed or open to the public, where you knew, the first time that you understood that, hey, these people know who I am and where I am and stuff? Did it take time for you guys to be this, I guess, brave or whatever, brave maybe, or just desensitized? Because I think for somebody like me who won't even give out her zodiac sign, right? Like, I'm just like, I'm not getting, I didn't get
doxxed until late. I mean, I've done 3 events before I ever got doxxed.
Okay. So you were, I mean, was it, you didn't care? You were just like, okay, this doesn't matter.
But no, I didn't have those types of issues. I didn't have them type of issues. See, things weren't, I'm not a beef sector, or, well, I guess I'm a beef sector original, but the beef sector wasn't always the beef sector. So it wasn't all this back and forth and back and things like that. The way that things are now, it wasn't always like this. There was stuff that actually went on, but the way that things are now is different than the way things used to be.
Now it's out of control. See, like you have, and James is not really, you're in one. I think the only thing is that your channel or 2 of your channels is in the sector, and then one of them's kind of like out, right? Is that how it works? Or one of
3 of them are out. I got 3 of them that are out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's not like you don't have a choice, but it's like, it's really weird though. But you have to think of it like this. I always think we all have to die, once or whatever. And I'm like, if somebody's coming to bite me and they are sick and infected, you better just kill me. I'm sorry.
That's just not my nature. I don't have a scary type of nature. That's just not who I am.
Okay. I mean, hey.
Yeah, that's just not who I am. I'm really not who y'all perceive me as, but whatever. Again, I don't roll for bad, but I'm not who y'all perceive me as. I'm not. There's nothing pussy about me. Never has been.
No, we saw you on the camera.
Yeah, my mother has 2 children. There are 2 boys. And I'm the oldest. I don't have an older brother. So no, I ain't never been scared of nothing and nobody.
Okay, so you mentioned that the sector has changed. How has it changed? Was it more familial before, where it wasn't so adversarial, where people were going after each other? Or
exactly, there wasn't. Not right now. The major content is beefing. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. The major content at the before everybody reviewed me, Nika, Sean, and all of us. We were doing reviews. We were in the same group as like Forrest Rocks, Justin J, the Scorpion Show. We were all in the same area.
I know the
And
Scorpion
then it
Show.
branched off. We all were doing the same thing.
And then it just turned very.
And then it just kind of branched off, and we ended up down this way, and they kind of ended up kind of over there. I still do the same content they do. My Spiller Boy TV channel. My Spiller Boy TV channel ain't over here.
No, yeah, you have your foot.
And that's my channel. My main channel is Spiller Boy TV. I created TreZur Lane because it's beef sector. That's what it is. There's no real content on that channel.
You have Spiller Boy, you have TreZur Lane, and then what's the other one called?
I got Spiller Boy TV. I have TreZur Lane. I got Milan TreZur. I have Sewing with Shay TreZur, and I also have Swipe Left Show.
Oh my God, James! I did not know you had all those channels.
I have 5 channels. Yeah.
Okay.
I did not know you had all those channels. Okay, you are doing amazing. So you actually you do bring content on the other ones because sometimes I see you on there, and you get pretty good people in your chat too. I know that's right.
Right, Scotty, Bondi Blue, the Ghetto View. Yeah, we all were together.
Okay.
And then there was some sort of weird split where everybody's going after each other. Do you know when that happened? I mean, is it because
that happened right around the Kaya Maddie situation? It happened right around
that was when we all came in the sector. Remember, that was when everybody came in. Because remember, I think that was the first time I hit 1,000 was when you and Sean was in my chat.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the first time I hit 1,000. Yep. I remember that.
I'm still surprised when you guys talk about the friendships that you guys used to have. Because when I walked in, you guys were arch enemies. And then suddenly
when Scorpion Show had the fire, we were all still together. We were all in the same part of the algorithm. Alexander Rogers as well. We were all part of that same algorithm.
Yep. I remember. I seen the videos. That's what I don't remember anything, but I seen the videos when I came in.
The algorithm shook. It switched us. Me, Nika, Sean. We got switched out some type of way, and because a lot of it I think has to do with some of who you're also subscribed to and who you watch. Mm-hmm. So it pulled us over into the beefing sector.
Ali, the Scorpion Show, I think that they're still on.
They're still on. They're still there.
They're still on.
But that's the one that
they seem really sad these days, though. I don't know. I used to watch them.
They've changed. People, they're getting older. That's all.
Yeah, and COVID really hit them hard or something.
The dynamic of the show has changed. The big thing about the Scorpion Show was that it was always done at Kevin's house, and Kevin's family was there. Now Kevin's mom has transitioned. Mm-hmm. They don't live in that house anymore. Kevin has his own house. Kevin has a job now. The whole dynamics of their life has actually changed. So the show has actually changed. It hasn't gotten bad or anything. It's just that the dynamics of their life has changed. They've matured into a different men than what they were when the show was hot.
Yeah. Oh wow! He left before. Oh, okay. So Alex was going to be doxxed, and then he left.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I still get all Alex's stuff. I still get the Scorpion Show stuff. I still get their stuff.
Yeah, they for some reason, and I don't know which one is which. The one with the chubby cheeks makes me sad.
That's Kevin.
Yeah. I feel like he's gone through a lot, especially with COVID.
He has. He just lost his mother. He lost his mother right at the beginning of pandemic time. His mother.
I don't even know who they are. I just know of him from Shay. That's why.
Kevin's sweet.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, it's been beautiful. I'm gonna be in the chat. Thank you for all the history.
Not a problem. And there's much more. Keep your ears open.
I will.
Nina, brace yourself, Nina. Brace yourself.
There's a story, Nina. I don't hate anyone just to hate them. There's always some type of a story behind it. You'll hear a whole bunch of stuff because I've seen a bunch of stuff today, but there's never the beginning of the story. There's never anything in the story. It's just James says terrible shit for no, like all you gotta. Nina, have I ever said anything terrible to you?
Never, which I really do appreciate because you could have.
Why? Why would I?
We'll say you could have been petty if you wanted to.
But why? What is there
Just,
for me
just,
to
just
gain?
because of your associations, and you never have.
Oh no, I don't do that,
it's
baby.
exactly.
I
So,
get. I mean,
never
you
get
know who I
involved.
am. I didn't have a problem with VS. VS and Sean, they were arch nemesis. I didn't never have a problem with VS. She didn't do nothing to me.
Yep.
She didn't do nothing to me.
cool. All right, I'm listening, and I'll keep that in mind. There's
I
always
don't
an
be
origin
starting
to
with
the
folks
story.
if you doing it, child.
Okay, Nina, thank you for
Bye,
coming
you
up, babe.
guys. Thank you so much.
So I just think it's interesting, James, because I did go hear that video and I was like, wow. I was like, he's really thinking we're crazy. I was like, that boy looked like, why are you videotaping me? So he's really trying to pretend like that is a child, that was a child that he's had for 3 years. He needs to stop lying.
Child, you
He
know
needs
that.
to stop it. He needs to stop it. I'm like, come on. Because you know why? It's so fake and phony. Because the way he was laying there, like, it was like he was uncomfortable, but he was yet thinking of what he was going to do. Like, I'm going to show them. I'm going to prove. And he's laying there all like, it
I
was
know
like an act.
him like I know the back of my hand, Tracy.
He's not good at acting. He thinks
As
he's
soon
good.
as he went down to him, I was like, "Oh, that's that baby." Okay. I mean, come on, stop. I was so done. I was like, "Are you serious right now?"
Oh, God, it was
But I
so
mean, you
funny.
do what you have to do to keep it going. You know, you do what you
Mhm.
have to do to keep it going.
That was funny. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, and then he's laying down there like it's okay. Like, I was like, any other time he'd be up in the attic. We know you were renting them rooms out because I did that with my house. That's what you do when it's just you and you have this house. Why not rent your rooms out or rent out the downstairs or whatever? We
And
know
we
that's
know
what.
that he's okay with that because he lived in that type of an environment.
Yeah, so it's not a big deal to believe. So I'm like, why is he
Right
trying to?
before he
He's
bought the house,
always
he was renting a room from somebody else.
he's always trying to make it seem like that he and those people over there have so much money and they're doing so much better. No, they're just scamming on people is what they're doing.
I mean, but they doing good if you believe it, then it
But
is.
one thing I didn't know was that I didn't know that his aunt had the house in his name. That's crazy.
It was
So you
a
had a
trailer.
house
It was a trailer.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yep.
So that was a
and I laughed at them saying today it was so unnecessary for you to tell that. What was it necessary for them to dox my brother?
exactly.
My brother's not on YouTube. See what I mean? Never the rest of the story, just what somebody else did. Ciao, bye.
They always want to say, well, so and so and so and so. I'm like, what? Like,
always the victim.
why are they bringing up? The reason is people react to what people do to them. So if they don't like the person, or if they do, they're gonna go for, or what all did this person say about this person? They don't think of who said what first.
Right,
and that's the whole
I ain't apologizing for nothing. I said it,
exactly.
and I don't care. What do you want to do? You gonna beat my ass?
I was laughing because you were on your video, the one I did the parody of. It is so funny. You were like, I don't care. I didn't like her before she died, and I don't care that she's dead. I don't like her. I hate her.
And why is that so? Wait a minute. Why is that so strange, Tracy?
I screamed. It was funny. I loved it. It was funny because
I've said that about my own great grandmother.
Yes.
That I couldn't stand her, and she passed on. still can't stand her. And she dead. She's been dead since 1997. And I still don't like her. Now, if I feel like that about my own great grandmother, what do you think I feel something different about Lady P?
And the thing is, Sean had told you that, he wanted you to, he wished you should have died from your cancer. So why the hell can't you come back? So why can't you come back and talk about it and say, well, your aunt actually did die of it, so she wasn't lucky, so you won. Why not say that? There's nothing wrong with that.
Must have been okay.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm like, what? People get mad at you. I'm like, come on now.
Girl, I don't care, child. The way to stay out of my face, is to stay out of my face. You don't like
Exactly.
my bed? Get out my face. I promise
I
you, I
hear
won't
you.
come looking for you.
I hear you. So do you really think that him and his boyfriend are going to move in together?
Um, why not?
Well, like you said, he's old. I mean,
Yeah, why not?
things don't work the same when you get older, so he has no reason to really be staying out.
I mean, what is
So,
the child use her and save some money like you've been doing?
yeah, true. That is
We
true.
always used him to his benefit. Why would it be any different now?
And he wasn't nice to him. He wasn't real nice because I remember you saying that he wasn't.
Never,
So really,
never. That used to irritate the shit out of me, but I can't tell you about the relationship. But yeah, I never. Mm-mm.
so would he like belittle him in front of people or something, or just like give smirks?
You talk shit to him to him. The way he treats people, that's how Steve treats him.
Oh my God.
He always talked down to him. Treated him like he was lesser than. But that's again, he knows the real Sean. Like I know the real Sean. He ain't buying into that facade that Sean's putting up for you all.
Yeah.
He know the real little country boy with the UNICEF can. Steve don't be paying no attention to him.
That just baffles me how his aunt didn't accept him, and she was a lesbian, but yet she didn't accept him. That is so strange.
And then she went to church. When she got older, she ended up going into the church. And you know how people go into the church and then all of a sudden they become entrenched and holier than thou.
Uh-huh. Oh my God.
That girl.
That is just BS. That is BS. But yet he couldn't come with his partner there and sleep in her house, which is with his name. Oh my God.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Told
crazy.
Him, don't try it, honey. Do not try it.
Wow. Interesting.
And why do you think that they got mad at me today? Why do you think if you go look at my comments right now, honey, that his little people is in there and them comments having a fit.
Why? Oh, I'm sure they are. You know they are. Yeah. Well, you this and you that. I can hear it now. Well, you this and you that. They just go crazy.
A lot of it was unnecessary, but true. It was true. I never told you it was necessary. It was mean and nasty, but that's what it was meant to be.
Exactly, because he should have started.
Yeah, that's what it was meant to be. I said, keep your mouth off me, sissy.
And he won't listen. And you've warned him again, so hopefully he hasn't gone live again because you've already told him. He's trying to convince everybody.
I hope you did. I got some more to tell. I done told y'all. I got plenty of shit saved up. I don't know why y'all be believing me when I be telling
I'm excited. I wish he would do a live so you can start telling it.
You're so terrible, Tracy.
I do. He needs to do a live and just set you off so he can just tell it. Go live, Bradley. Go live in the dark, child. You ain't even got to look at the camera. Just go live.
I gotta keep the lights on before he hit his head on them low ceilings.
Child. Let's see. Trina Turk said, I met the beef sector through Maddie when James, DKL, and Passa were on her panel. Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Oh. I bet you think we're nuts now. She's probably like, oh my God, I should have stayed from over there.
No. King Rama, what is you doing woke?
King Rama, my baby's up.
Yeah, what are you doing woke?
Child. Did you see? I didn't know that they said Triple cussed out Kimmy. I didn't know that.
Oh, Triple.
Did you see that on
No.
Sir King's line?
No, I didn't.
Me either. I don't really watch him.
You cussed out over on Sir King's?
Yeah, that's what they said. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
I know. I was like,
wow, Trip, you better stay from over there where the avatars go to die. And...
I was like, really? Okay.
How y'all mean?
But that's weird. She's over there because D Miss O is over there. So are they back as good now? I'm like, it's a lot going on.
Yeah, I've seen her in Sassafrasses earlier until she's starting her own show.
Who will start their own show?
Kimmy.
Oh yeah, she has her own channel now. Yeah, but the thing is, I don't think she has very much self-confidence because Well, I don't like she's so happy about it, and she's happy that she got these subscribers and everything. And I'm just over there to be nosy. But anyways, I had just found her channel the other day because people were telling me about it, and I was like, okay, I'm just there to be nosy. But she was over there saying, "Oh yeah, I can't believe I already got." It's like she didn't think she would get subscribers. She
Well,
could have had
so many people.
so many before all of this. People had so many.
Stand her and all that stuff was pretty shocking, I'm sure.
I guess because people were feeling sorry at first and everything before, so she would have had a lot of people. I just don't think she realized it. I don't think she realized that she would have had a lot of people. Now that she's seen in the light she's seen in now,
does that. Like when Kimmy said to me, I was really shocked when she said, "You got me blocked," and I was like, "No, I don't have you blocked, Kimmy." And she's like, "Oh, I thought you had blocked me," and I'm like, "Why would I block you?" Whenever her and Bree kind of stopped dealing with each other. I'm like, why would I block you? Like, I have my own mind. I don't even move like that.
She just assumed probably that you were grouped up. Yeah, but you never been like
that. I ain't never gonna do that. Taking no side. And then I ended up looking stupid. Y'all be done got back together, and then I'm standing on the outside. The church side, won't get me.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's why I'm like, I learned. Remember, I learned quick. I was like, yeah, you're right. Don't be. I just stay. And people say, and it's not hard to be neutral. Do you find it hard to be neutral? I don't think it's hard
at all, because these people don't fight long.
See, that's the thing. They
don't fight long.
That's the thing. That's
what we're together, child. That's always YouTube has always been like that. I used to say that all the time back in the day. I'd be like, child, y'all are to make it up the sucks I've ever seen in my life.
It's crazy. It's weird. It's just. I mean, and I understand we all go through. Well, all of us go through it.
But again, back then, I mean, they was doxing, but they weren't pulling up.
It was something different. They weren't going for the whole livelihood and everything.
Some of the doxing, I was like, ooh, okay.
Oh, child, it's gotten worse though. I don't know what else. Hey, Lady Nika, how you doing? Well, it's still the dirt because of my channel strike. I don't wish her nothing, period. Oh, I hear you, Lady Nika. I hear you, baby.
See that don't mean heifer.
I hear you, dude. Let me highlight it, child. Yes. Let me highlight it, child.
I got beat up about you earlier, friend. in my comments, I said, "Oh, really?" They beat me up about Lady Nika. I said, "Well, look at here.
The OGs, they know they ain't gonna move y'all. They're not gonna move y'all. They still gonna be here. So I don't know why they waste their time.
They did. They told me, don't you put Lady Nika in your mess. I said, oh. Ask her.
He said, why? She said, why?
Who knows? Girl. They told me you better learn what the assignment is, bitch.
Nah. And I just don't understand who wakes up like these women really, I guess they think, oh, which one can comment first so that Sean can see me? I'm gonna tell him I commented. I'm gonna tell him I went over there and said this or that. I wonder if they do that. That is so.
What do you think that he thinks of you after I cuss you out?
Thank you. And then the internet granny, she can barely breathe, and she's over there on there. She was hopping on a link the other day to talk about somebody. I'm like, shouldn't she be resting?
Oh, if she don't get her walker and sit down.
I'm like, shouldn't she be resting or try to find out, try to restrain her chest from one flopping to the side?
Just like Mama D and her old geriatric ass. I said, girl, if you don't go get you some ginkgo and take a seat, honey.
I have never seen so many grandmas fighting with folk. I'm like,
girl. Like, girl, you all better quit it, honey. Y'all out here banging and swinging with knee highs on, honey.
Look with their fanny pack on and the Bengay in there and everything. I'm like, go sit down.
Carrying on. Right, LeVon. That's back when Yoshi was doing content. Yep.
Ooh, child, I cannot.
Try now cuss you too. Them old girls, honey, they get the cussing you, honey. And they said, don't say nothing. Oh, fuck you, you old ass bitch. I'll cuss them back too.
Child, exactly. I be cussing them because they act like they want to be about it. So I'm like, we might as well cuss their ass out because they're not going to stop.
Right, child. Let me carrying on. And then, I mean, come on. Are you I'm 50. You ain't no goddamn elder. You just a bitch that graduated a couple years before me. You old whore. We're getting on. I don't care.
Exactly.
Oh, you
Exactly.
better
But
be having them knee highs, Lori, with the little knot tied on the side.
yes. Oh my God. Yes. And then the walker with the tennis balls on the bottom.
Girl,
Hmm.
okay. Child giving Iola boiling teas.
And you hear him coming down the hall or whatever. It's
Right.
like,
Let me tell you something. You ain't telling me shit, Nana. Let me
oh, and
quit
they really
preaching.
be
That's gonna
mad.
be
Like
us shortly, honey.
they
Give
be
us
mad like
another
you did
10
something
years, girl. We're gonna be
personally.
out here hollering and talking shit with walkers, honey.
I know, right? Can you imagine? I'm gonna be like,
Wow.
hold on. I'm gonna be like, let me get my inhaler. Hold on, so I can cuss her out. I'm gonna cuss you out later. And I'm like, take her.
Be
Can
like, you
you
like,
imagine?
oh, shall we be walking around here like Chopper, honey?
Oh my God, no!
I ain't
I
even
hope
gotta
not.
leave. I'll just keep cussing you out, honey. That's the thing. Chopper will cuss you out for a long time, honey. You be like, shit,
But
I
you,
gotta go to the bathroom. Chopper just keep on cussing you out. He ain't gotta go
but
nowhere.
you, I mean, you only have like really like a few enemies. You don't have a lot of enemies. You really
Mm-mm.
don't. Just the ones that you hate.
Right.
Because I was, yeah, that's it. You don't have a
Oh,
lot.
there's some
So
others that I don't care for, trust.
yeah, there's a few others I was thinking,
But I
but
mean, they don't
you
deserve.
don't hate them.
No, I don't hate them.
Yeah. But he the way Sean was, I don't hate anybody. Yes, he do.
That bitch is
He,
lying.
he's just so hateful. He's
He hates
hateful ass. He hates
He
everybody.
hates BS. He hates
Mhm.
he hates Jay Wilson.
Yeah, he does. He hates. Yeah, he does. He hates
He
them.
can't
Mhm.
stand Duchess either.
No, he can't. He can't stand me. He can't stand people. He's not a people person. I don't know.
But you
I
know
don't
who
know
he
what
hates
he
more than anybody?
he just wants people to think. See, he rewriting
His
history.
damn self, Tracy. Who damn
Yeah,
self,
it's this thing about rewriting history is what he wants
girl.
to do. Like you said, this is why we have to keep coming out and telling people. This is why it's good to come out and people say, "Oh, you don't have to come on and say nothing because people know." No, they don't know. They really don't until
No,
you
and
come
they
and
be
tell
all in
them.
other chats telling the story
Mhm.
wrong.
Exactly. And he can pretend like he's not on Lipstick Alley and he don't care what they say, but he's on there all the time and he cares what they say.
Out in there typing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Tracy, thank God goodness I fell asleep. I missed. Oh, okay. Diamond, how you doing, my baby? I'll put a paper clip on the situation quick and come back later and cuss you.
My
Exactly, Lady
snake
Nika,
old,
yeah.
old tired, honey.
I know that's right. I
You
can
know,
see you.
Kwani will go say, I'm gonna go refresh my drink and I'm gonna come back and keep cussing you out, child.
Oh, Kwani will still be going. Yep, I think she'll still be going. She'll remember everything she had to say, and she'll keep you on. And then she'll remember. She'll probably go and take a nap, and then she'll come back, and then she'll continue
Might
on. I
come
can
back
see that.
madder than she was when she left.
Yep, yep, and drag
She
even
was
worse.
cussing out Brian earlier.
I know. See, Brian went on. I thought he was cussing her out, and I was listening, but he was kind of wound down. He was on down mode. He was kind of like, just
No,
like.
it didn't help him with her because she was getting ready to leave. And then somebody came in and said he said something. She started cussing his ass out after that.
I gotta watch. Kwani's crazy.
She did. She was like, "You supposed to be King Kong, but you acted like the white woman, bitch."
Oh my
I was over there screaming. I said, "Oh my
God,
god!"
it's so funny. Oh gosh, Kwani's
I
so
was screaming.
funny.
I said, "Oh!" And she was getting just as tick on her goddamn self with that shit she was saying.
But I kind of thought, you know what though? I kind of thought like it was kind of like Nina was saying. I didn't know it would get to that extent because like remember he would like flirt with you before. So I thought, oh, that would be good, and good content if they flirt or whatever and they like each other. Then all of a sudden it went
When
crazy.
he was screaming and hollering.
It
He
just
still
went
flirt when he
crazy.
be screaming and hollering. He all right, y'all.
Child,
He okay, child.
it's a lot going
With his
on.
nasty mouth, honey.
Ooh, child, so I think that he's more hurt though because nobody took account when he was sick. Nobody cared. I think
Who
that's what he's.
knew? Girl, who even knew?
And when
And I
nobody knew,
didn't
that was the
know. He
thing.
thought I
That
was
was the
he
thing.
got his feelings got hurt when he thought I was talking about his COVID, and I had forgot he even had it. I was
Yeah.
talking about the fact that he's a fat bitch that he couldn't breathe because he was huffing and puffing. He was calling himself cussing me out and he was huffing and puffing. But I was thinking about the fact that he's a fat bitch. I wasn't thinking about the fact that he had COVID lungs, honey. But then, baby, that hit a little spot for me. It's like, you fucking bitch, talking about my COVID lungs. I'm like, girl, ain't nobody said nothing about your COVID tea bags, honey. Shut on that girl.
And then he said they had to come and get him, and that was powerful. I was like, oh my God, to come and get him because of the tube or something, he said. And then he felt bad because Jay Wilson was talking about
wait, when was he doing all this? This was during that. I didn't watch it live earlier.
Yeah, this was the other day, and then he was talking about Jay Wilson. You know how Jay Wilson was talking about his mental illness, or not his. He didn't say his mental illness, but he was like, and Jay Wilson's talking about mental illness and that, and he was going off, and I was like, wow, does he have like I didn't like nobody. I guess that's the thing. Nobody really knows, and I think that's what was triggering him because he wanted to tell people what he was going through, and or whatever, and then that's what set him off. I think, but
well, girl, you can't seek solace in people that you're calling motherfuckers.
That's true. That's true.
Mean,
and
come on, I've been a fat bitch in a silver dress and a monkey and a this and a that, and you want me to do what? And I mean, it's crazy. He go from one thing to the next. You screaming and you hollering, you call me all kind of names, and you tell me to suck you off. Which one is it? Which one is it? Which one do you want? You can't have both.
It's a lot going on. I don't know. I think is it the retrograde? I don't even know what it is. The Mercury retrograde.
No, it's a fat bitch hollering and a goddamn garbage.
James, it's a Mercury retrograde. It's a Mercury retrograde.
Ain't no damn retrograde, honey. It's glad, honey. No, what's the one? Hefty cinch sack, honey.
Oh God, y'all are crazy. Oh, it's a lot going on, child.
And then he said this on that little video. Well, you watched this little video because it was short. The last one when he was cussing out Kwani. And he said that he took the video down about Newbie, but he said, I'll put it back up if whenever I want to.
I heard that. I was like, oh my God.
Girl, see, you messy bitch. When James said them Asian men are family oriented and not going to like. You did know. That's the truth, Trina. Anybody you've ever known Asian, they are very tight in their family.
Oh, yeah, they'll have their cousins. They'll have everybody works up in the shop that's related. They'll have.
That's why you be seeing them because we are physically bigger than them. Just the way that we're made, African Americans. We're when you say hand to hand, if they don't know like some type of taekwondo or something, we can fuck them up. they're really smaller people, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And child, well, some of them, now they making them grow and they be having muscles and strength, honey.
Well, now they're thicker because they're eating meat and dogs and everything. Well, not all of them.
Oh, damn, Tracy.
Well, not everybody, but really they are. I watched the show, James, with the monkeys. Have you seen the monkeys on there where the monkeys are like babies and she dresses them up? Well, I love that show. Well, she's over there and she's eating meat and everything. And she's a hefty one now, but the only thing that she eats, she'll eat rice all the time, but she'll have fruit and different things. I mean, she's meaty. So I'm like, she's eating. She's not just eating vegetables. She's eating, there's some type of, I don't know what she's eating. It looks like some type of animal. I don't know what it is, but she has her meat and it looks like beef jerky and she's tearing it off the bone. And I'm like, what is she eating? And then she's feeding the monkey while she's eating, or the monkey's feeding her. It's wild.
Girl, stop. I wouldn't watch that shit.
I'm not kidding. And then she's bathing the monkey with her hands. Like there's no rag or nothing. She's bathing it and wiping its butt with the shampoo. And I'm like, she's using her hands and everything with this monkey.
She gonna be ate up with the consumption. She better quit it out.
I'll share it on my. You have to watch it. I'll share it on my community blog.
I can't watch that, Tracy. Wiping the damn monkey's butt with her hand.
She's so cute. She puts the monkey on a dress and the monkey's there and it's hopping all around.
Wait a minute.
It's crazy.
Girl,
yeah, the monkey has a little she has on a knockoff Louis Vuitton dress, and then she has on the little pants with the little crop top. And I'm like, oh my God. She's always with the baby monkeys.
Are so nasty. I bet that dress be having poop stains.
Well, she has a diaper. She has a diaper that she cuts the tail out of the diaper. And it's just so funny. And then she bathes it and everything. And I'm like, is it really clean? It's just weird to me. I'm like, and then the monkey dug off in her plate and I thought, oh. Because I'm not kidding. They walk walk on their hands and their feet, right? And hopping all around. So she was sitting down and she was talking to somebody else. And it's a different language she's talking in because it's somewhere else. And she's going, and then the monkey grabbed, and the monkey had a whole handful of rice. And I was like, gross.
Oh no, that's terrible.
And she sat up there and ate the rest of it. I was like, I would have been like, I'm done with it.
I could fool her or her monkey in it.
You have to see it. I'll tag you in it one day. You have to see it, James. You would be like, oh my God. You would be like, I'm not
more than one monkey.
Yeah, she's got 3 of them.
No child.
But the other family members take care of the other ones, and she takes care of the one baby. And it's on her back. The monkey thinks, and she's on the motorcycle going with the monkey, like going to the market or whatever with the monkey. Mm-hmm.
No, I don't want no parts of that. That's a hot mess. That is a hot mess, child.
And then the monkey's poop. I was like, oh, she was changing the diaper, and I was like, oh my God. It was crazy. She was changing the diaper and she goes, come on in. She goes, or whatever. And the monkey understands her. So the monkey's jumping all around and she's hosing the monkey off outside. And then she's bathing and scrubbing the monkey. It's a lot. She'd be doing a lot. I'm like, for what? I would be exhausted.
Yeah, they're not all like that. Now, my nail tech, she is Vietnamese. She's Vietnamese.
Oh, okay.
And her, baby, let me tell you, my nail tech is so damn sharp. She is so damn sharp. She be designer down. She be sitting there doing nails and Louboutin. And I said, girl, stop.
I know that's right.
When I went on not Tuesday, what day did I go get my nails done? That was Thursday. Thursday, when I went and got my nails done right before it started snowing. I'll get my nails done. And I'm like, Melinda, girl, I said, she had on black velvet, Tracy. Black velvet. I was like, Melinda, why do you have on black velvet? It's Chinese New Year's. It was Tuesday. Thursday. Okay. It was Chinese New Year's. And now her and her husband had this jacket. The jacket was bad. But they both were in all black and stuff. And they
how nice. They go all out.
I told them happy Chinese New Year, happy New Year's and everything. And girl, when I got done and I was getting ready to leave, well, they did it with everybody. When you get ready to leave, you get ready to go out the door and they hit the button and this thing's like pop, 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 pop. It sounded like fireworks and all this little stuff light up. It was really cute. You know, just like how we celebrate our New Year's, but theirs for 3 days. She's telling me how
it's actually their weddings. Oh, it's 3 days? Oh my God.
It's 3 days. Awesome. She told me back in the day, like in the past, it used to be a 30-day celebration. You would work and you would save up, and then whatever your business was or whatever it was, you close that down and you celebrate for 30 days. I said, baby, can you imagine being drunk for New Year's for 30 days, Joe?
No, that could be the beginning of an alcohol addiction. I could see me probably being an alcoholic by then. I'll be acting like
Rico. I ain't tell nobody nothing, because I would be drying out for the rest of the year. Because I would be celebrating my ass off.
Child, I would be pissy like a Views of You, child. I'll be pissing. Oh, that's okay. I'm sorry.
You know what?
I would be pissy like her, child.
Why would you don't be pissy like your friend Rico, Anna?
No.
What was his purpose for jumping on Pizzazz today? I was like, what is her situation?
He makes a complete fool of himself every single time.
Just shut up.
He said, and I'm so sick. He sounds like a broken record every time. Well, Tree Dog, with Wiley, when I was with Wiley, was so and so, and then it's like, shut up.
Same old shit.
It's like a song and dance. I'm like, would you shut up? But I was going to ask you, have you ever seen any of the Vietnamese weddings? Oh my God!
I've seen like some online and stuff.
Oh my God! Well, one of the ladies that did my nails, I think she was from Vietnam, and she showed me, and they had it was like a 3-day thing, or two or 3 day thing, and then she had it was a book that they had, and she showed me they had a theme, and one day I guess it was like the formal, and she had on a red dress, and it was beautiful. I mean, they were out by the water. And it was like a whole thing. Then they had the formal wedding and everything. It was just, wow. It was just beautiful.
Their evening stuff is always so detailed. Like the evening and stuff that they do. Them and also the Spanish people, their stuff is always, there's such intricate beading and stuff in their evening gowns and stuff. It's like, oh, y'all get down, honey.
Exactly. They know how to, they really, Lady Nika's so funny. She said I'd be drunk 30 days every September.
She do be. She does. On her birthday run around. She's
I know
so
that's
fun.
right. Start from the
She's a
beginning of
hot
the month,
ass mess, though. I ain't got time to be
right?
playing with her.
Who child? Well, I'm so happy you came on because I wouldn't have had nothing much to talk about because we had already talked about what we were talking about. I was like, oh, good.
I
Yep.
don't get where I slept later. I've been up. I'm like, okay, I'm pulling these vampire hours.
I'm probably gonna be up, but I'll probably be doing some editing. But we had I've been on here for 3 hours. Oh yeah. Yep.
Child, and nobody's fighting, and you're doing all right, Eddie. You're doing all
Did you
right.
see that parody that Rita did of Daughter Here? Oh my God, you got to see it. It was funny as hell.
I seen that she was over there doing some parodies, but I was like, I got so sidetracked yesterday that I didn't get to really see, because didn't she do Tisa too?
Yeah, she did Tisa yesterday, but today she did Daughter Here, and it was so funny. She had on the glasses, and she only had one of the tangs, you know, the leg, one of the, what do you call those things? The handle that you hold onto it. She only has one on one side because Daughter has one broken. So
Oh
Rita
my
had that. Then she had one lens, and it had like plastic on it. It was so funny. It was like,
Rita crazy, child.
you have to watch it. It was epic. I said, oh my God. But the
Okay.
one with Tisa was so damn funny too. Rita is very
As
talented.
soon as I was flipping through, and as soon as I seen that lipstick overdrawn, I was like, oh my
The nub. She was talking about the nub. I died.
God.
It was so funny. Oh my God. But we needed that because it was nothing really going on, and it was a good laugh, you know. So I was like, that was funny. Oh yeah. But yeah, so I guess I'm gonna shut it down, y'all. We've been on here for 3 hours. Thank you
All
for
right.
coming on, TreZur. I appreciate
Anytime,
it.
anytime, honey.
Okay.
You
I
want to
will
go
see you in
clean
the
up.
street soon, babes. Thank
All
you.
right, baby. See y'all.
Okay. Okay. Have a good night.
You
Thank you,
too.
everybody, for coming on. Thank you, Nina, for coming up here. Thank you, Lady Nika, everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for being here. I will talk to you guys later, everybody. Thank you. Peace.